that curious hitchhiker going rolling back. And anybody doesn't turn out to be a permanent prodigy. Every moment in life is a bet, but life doesn't offer you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So bet on America's #1 sports book, FanDuel, and make every moment more.
Where's the best place to wear your Skechers Go-Long pants? Everywhere, because Skechers Go-Long pants are breathable and flexible with a comfy, soft feel. Plus, they have front and rear pockets, including a hidden zip security pocket. They're perfect for everything, from working out to working. Try Skechers affordable Go-Long pants.
We're on a mission to take a lunch, a filling one, with chunky soup. Heads up!
Mission accepted.
17 grams of protein in this can. In turn. Oh, you're the CEO now.
All right.
With chunky soup, lunchtime is your halftime.
What if you could own a moment? A moment when everything was on the line.
Sunday, January 16th, we couldn't miss. That's a moment I've marked up forever. Now, you can too. Own the moments that matter. Phil all day.
Phil was the hardest song for our team. He made everybody think that he could win. But when the team won, we drafted about
The worst team in pro football, Ray Phillips filed a draft.
everything we could from after the quarterback. Some guys are just big game performers. That was Franco. Franco, we became the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. NFL Saturday Night Football to cap off this triple header they've had today. That started with a Skull win, a come-from-behind win, the largest in NFL history. 33-point deficit at halftime. The Vikings trailed at home to the Colts by. Came back, forced overtime, and won it 39-36 to clinch their division. As also in prime time on Thursday Night Football, the 49ers clinched their division as well. If the Bills win tonight at home against the Dolphins, they won't clinch the division, but they'll clinch a playoff spot. As Miami and Buffalo will kick off momentarily on the NFL Network. The second game in the triple header was a low-scoring special teams battle with Cleveland defeating Baltimore officially 13-3 your final score. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in and listening to these Dolphins and Bills live watch along reactions live here on YouTube. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen and Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. The thumbs up button. Share hashtag NFL, hashtag Dolphins, hashtag Fins Up, hashtag Bills, hashtag Bills Mafia. As they're in attendance, snow or not, any given Sunday, Saturday night, we're going to get some action in here. Should be a good game, but chat questions and comments, super chats, super stickers, super likes, super thanks, always great appreciated as well. In the comments below who you have winning, as they'll go over their picks. But, of course, a divisional matchup they met earlier this season down in South Beach, in which Miami won. It was hot as hell that day. Now, a week before Christmas, Buffalo returns the favor, and it's cold as balls. So, we'll see how much weather plays a factor tonight, as it did then, as Miami won. Now, if Miami wins tonight, even, a few games behind Buffalo, at that point, they still need to take care of business, potentially get some help to, even with those head-to-head wins, with 3 more weeks to play, long story short, to win the division then at that point. Buffalo's in the driver's seat, though. They take care of business. Like I said, tonight they won't win the division, but they'll clinch a playoff berth. And Miami would then have lost 3 straight. McDaniel says he's not afraid of the cold. Tua says he's seen snow before, but I can guarantee you Alabama snow is not northeast snow by any means in that regard. So it's not snowing right now. It was earlier. It's very cold though, but it did just start snowing. So we'll see if it, picks up over the next couple hours as this game is about to kick off. But something's got to give. We'll see what it does. You'd think both teams are going to try to find a running game early. With it not snowing right now, try to get out to as big of a lead as they possibly can. So then when the snow does arrive, they're in a good position. They don't have to do much then. Bend but don't break on defense then at that point. Might be enough early. I mean, Buffalo at times, Josh Allen tries to do too much. They're a damn good team. At times, though, they do look overrated. They actually just returned home for their first home game last week since they lost to the Vikings in overtime a month ago, because then they were supposed to host Cleveland, but then they got hit with 6.5 feet of snow. Game was moved to Detroit. They played with the Lions also on Thanksgiving, and then on the road at New England on Thursday night to begin the month. And then last week, here we are tonight, capping off this triple header as they show off all the snow. But Bills Mafia, they don't care. One of the most diehard fan bases in the National Football League, let alone sports for that matter, as they show off the AFC standings at 10-3 and 8-5 for the Bills and Dolphins respectively. And then you have the Patriots and Jets right behind them. I mean, New England would be that team potentially, depending on outcomes moving forward, that somehow, some way could still win the division, as they're now in the 7th seed after their win on Monday Night Football last week. But all 4 teams above 500 at this point for the first time in 20 years. As they will have Kevin Kugler and fight on Mark Sanchez from SC, who has played in this division with the Jets, has played in weather like this. Basically saying, hey, with the weather, I mean, it's cold right now, but it's not snowing just yet, even though they got about 1.5 feet over the past few days. As they'll give us our sideline reporters, Laura Oakman. So it's a Fox crew this evening for NFL Network. Kugler and Sanchez. Who's on the other side? It's a question. Doesn't really matter, but we know it's going to snow. We just don't know how much and when it's supposed to come, because it's supposed to already come, but it hasn't. Peter Schrager's over on the other side, so I'll keep talking. With it, like you were saying, a whiteout of some sorts, a blizzard. They all mean the same thing. Miami's going to be hard to see if the snow starts falling, because they're in their road whites. Buffalo wearing their home alternate red uniforms, but I think, overall tonight, the gist of this game, as mentioned, they show off the weather from the 2 times they've met. Or actually, that's tonight's weather. 28 to 73. But it was, 28 to a good 120. So about almost 100-degree difference, a few months apart. But, Miami played last Sunday night at the Chargers inside, and they had heaters on their sideline. Okay? So now they're playing outside in the cold, in the snow, below freezing. Tua's never won a game below 50 degrees. Is he going to shut everybody up tonight? They'll get the ball to start off, but no, I think it's going to be the run game. And I said, if knowing the snow is coming, we might see some risk taking. Go for it on a few fourth downs. Might not necessarily always go for it early in the game because then when snow comes, hopefully you have a decent lead and then just bend don't break on defense. But on special teams, especially in the kicking game, we saw Bills Patriots last year. Very cold, very windy, and it was the run game. New England attempted maybe a couple passes, but they ran all over the Bills defense, and special teams was a factor then. But then even turnovers, who can force and capitalize off turnovers. So once again, thanks for tuning in, and here we go. See how it gives, but Bills kicking off left to right across your television screen, radio and audio dial, and Miami back deep to receive, and we'll have a return from about the 7-yard line. So out past the 20 to the 25, 30, 35. Good return to start the game. Now how do you create a spark off of that? That's the big question. Do you go deep on the first play? Do you run the ball? But Miami was, up until a few weeks ago, as they haven't had a home game in quite a while either. Buffalo now back-to-back. But Miami's been on the road. They were 8-3, but yeah, past 2 weeks they've gone to San Fran and LA and lost to the 49ers and Chargers. And now they're up in Buffalo. A team they've already beat, but even then, the Bills probably should have won, but they didn't. So here we go. 1st and 10, Miami, they will run it. And Raheem Mostert up the middle and a first down run to midfield. Just like that. They cut the field in half and boom. Looking to strike first. So the crowd's fouled in. They did a damn good job clearing the field. But of course, you're at your own with clearing your seat if you're not standing. And of course, they don't allow any sort of shovel or any, snow removal. I don't know if weapon would be the right word, because of course they don't want people throwing snowballs for one, or, yeah, they might be paying you to shovel it out, but Bills Mafia. Snowballs to dildos to who knows what's going to happen. But they get 5 yards on that run, so they get 2nd and 5. So they're running it here early. And the thing is, when Miami can put it all together, they're pretty damn good. But then it's like when they're playing a good team, dump off on the screen, he's going to lose a good. They actually say incomplete. Bobbled it. Be 3rd and 10, 12 if they would have said catch and a loss. But let's see a replay of that. If you're Buffalo, you could challenge, but why that this early? You just let it play them on 3rd and 5, so incompletion. But when they're playing some good teams and Tua's under pressure and then doing stupid shit, it's like now we got a flag and a false start, so the crowd already a factor. And Bill Vinovich, of course he is, their white cap tonight. Tua's gonna have to make some plays. He's gonna have to be able to get the ball. They have 3 good receivers, they do, and that includes the tight end Mike Gesicki. But you go from Tyreek Hill, who's a cheetah, and then the Penguins in his element tonight, Jalen Waddle in the cold. Get them the ball. And get Gesicki the ball too. Run the football. They'll probably run a draw right here. 3rd and 10. Make it. Now they'll motion out, so he's throwing. Tua pump fakes, far side, out of bounds, incomplete. Completely sailed it. Intended for Jalen Waddle, so incomplete, and 4th down, quick 3 and out, even though they did get a first down there on the first play of the game after a good return, but drive stalls, they'll punt. So Buffalo going to get the ball. They're explosive. We'll see if they can drive and score here, or we're going to be playing with a punt contest back and forth here until, somebody builds up some momentum and rhythm and actually does something with it rather than just putting around. Did he call for a fair catch? No. There's a flag on the return. So from the 14 to the 19 on a 5-yard return, I thought he called for a fair catch. We'll see what the dirty laundry is from the Zebras. So already throwing a few flags here a couple of minutes in, but what's new? It's a penalty called. It's not, don't. The false start was obvious. I don't know what this is. We'll see. I thought he called for a fair catch. If it ain't that, it's either going to be a hold or a block in the back on the return, I'd have to guess. Where's Mike McDaniel and I don't care how cold it is t-shirt at? 2 fouls, both by the Bills. Got a hold on the return. That's going to be declined. And then on the run, on the return, another hold. That'll be enforced. So, all right. We'll see if it's 10 yards or half the distance when we come back. We'll take a TV timeout, but it's like the refs have one job, and they can't even do that. But break and get back to action momentarily. We're tied at 0. So, as mentioned, once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. But as we watch, and have been watching NFL football all day today, from the Colts 33-0 lead to the Vikings come from behind win, the largest in NFL history, 36-36 to force overtime, and then winning it with a game-winning field goal, their 4th on the season, 39-36, clinching their division. We saw the Ravens go to Cleveland, lose to the Browns, the city they left to become the Ravens, quarter of a century ago, 13-3. Now this game tonight, but the college football bowl season has begun as well, and I finally sat down and recorded a preview earlier today, and that's on the channel, so be sure to check that out as well. We've got a few games on right now, and of course more to come in the days and weeks to come, but we'll stick with the NFL tonight. And at halftime, as always, well, first half stats and scores. We'll recap what happened last week around the league, what happened on Thursday Night Football, what's happened today, which I've already told you, but then preview tomorrow and then preview next week as well if we get to it. But no, with this Dolphin Bill game, should be a good game. Just a slow start, even, there were some signs of, okay, might do this, might do that, but 6-minute game. You can be up, look the game earlier as much as you want to at halftime, but then only score a few points in the second half and blow it and you lose. Like, you got to play full 60. So this game could come down to the fourth quarter. It did last time. I don't know if it would or not tonight. That's Josh Allen's lone loss against the Dolphins. It was in the heat. That's when Tua actually got hurt. And then, they let him come back in when, going back to that, if they show off the forecast with the radar. So, no snow just yet, but we'll get back to Tua and all that from when he got hurt, when they were back out on offense. But in the meantime, 1st and 10 Buffalo from the 7, so it was half the distance. And Dawson Knox on the reception. They'll move the sticks. So, okay, both teams pick up a first down on the first play of the game tonight. 10-yard reception to 88 and first down Buffalo. So, 68's eligible. They'll run the ball here. Yeah, you got to get Diggs the ball as well. Dawson Knox there, 10 yards. Gabe Davis, damn good receiver. A little inconsistent, though, at times. Over the middle, complete. Stephon Diggs out past the 30, 1st and 10 Buffalo, 33. And then Cole Beasley, somebody who's bounced around the league recently, but, most notably with the Cowboys and then the Bills, actually suited up for the Bucks earlier this season and then retired, has now come out of retirement. He's active for Buffalo tonight. So we'll see how big of an impact he has, if any at all. But, they got a few good backs. Just, of course, with Josh Allen, once again, at times, he tries to do too much. Down the middle, almost picked off. Intended for Isaiah McKenzie, it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10, but let's see a replay of that. He honestly probably got sacked, right? Well, could have got sacked by either side, but just good protection up front. But then, with Josh Allen, at times he tries to do too much. Like, that wasn't pressured. He was pressured, but the throw just seemed, it got away from him a little bit of a bullet. And, they run it there, so a couple yards, be 3rd down. I'd say work the sticks. They've tried to air it out and nothing yet, significant. 2 first downs, okay, out past the 30, but 3rd and 8, I'd just work the sticks. Just something easy over the middle. And then, they do far side, intended for Diggs, incomplete, so 4th down and they'll punt. So just going to be one of those games here early. Slow. Did I mention slow? Until they get rolling, just going to be how it is. So is what it is. What can you do? Miami could benefit off special teams. They could. A good return to begin the game. It's about this punt return here. Don't put the pressure on yourself. Put the pressure on them. Fair catch call for it, 27. So be 1st and 10 for the Fins. From there, they'll take another damn break. Jesus Christ. We need 10,000 commercial breaks in the first 5 minutes of the game? No, but are we getting it? Yes. No, but with Tua, back to that Bill game earlier in the year, that's when he got hurt. They allowed him to, go back in, whether he, should have or not, who knows. But then he got hurt at Cincinnati on a short week that Thursday night. Was out then, for a few games. Returned in mid to late October. The Steelers should have picked him off about 1 million times, but couldn't catch a damn cold. I'm sure everybody's cold in Buffalo right now, but even since then, once again, like I said, when they're clicking on all cylinders, they're seemingly pretty good. But when they're getting pressured and he's just doing stupid shit because of the pressure, gets too full of himself, tries to do too much at that point. It's like they're back to being the Dolphins, from past 20 years or so. And they've made the playoffs a few times. They're right on the cusp of going this year. Now, making it, winning it, that's a different story. Because they haven't won a playoff game in a while. But, we'll see how they do here offensively. They had a first down run. Penalty hurt them. It did. You think about it. False start backed them up, and then they couldn't go any more. As we go from a full screen commercial to a split screen commercial, we still haven't gone back to game yet. But just keep it simple. Like you're in a slump. and you're trying to find your way out of the hole you've done yourself past couple weeks with the couple losses that you have. I mean, you're still in it. I mean, if you split with the Bills, okay, whatever, it is what it is. Because you can afford a loss, you could, but even at the same point in time, you'd probably like to win because then, 2, 3, or 4 seed playoffs. I don't know if you'd even get that with 5, 6, if not more losses, though. You'd have a home game in the playoffs rather than have to go on the road. So just looking ahead, Buffalo's the 1 seed right now. Kansas City's right there at 2, also at 10-3, but Bills have the head-to-head win. Miami's right there in the mix, but they just can't play like they forget how to play football. It seems like at times they'll let the game get, too much for them at times. So the handoff there, 8-9 yards, and a second and a short to come. So, yeah. Mostert, your number one back tonight because the other 49er back that Mike McDaniel also had, other than Mostert, when he was in San Fran, who they traded for, and Jeff Wilson, after McCaffrey was dealt from Carolina to San Fran. Jeff Wilson's out tonight, inactive, so it's really Tua who can run at times, but 2nd and 1, they'll hand off again, maybe a half the yard, be 3rd and inches. It's really just going to be him. And that's why I said you got to get the ball, but they have not targeted yet. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki. Nothing. It gives us only their second drive, but still, nothing. 3rd and 1, Tua. Get up under center and sneak it. Don't be afraid. But of course, well, he will line up under center. It looks like he's going to line up out of the gun. And then they'll hand off fullback dive, and they'll get a first down. All right, that works out. So first down, Miami. New set of downs, and I'd probably run it once more. You could go deep right now. I'd probably run it once more, maybe even twice. Just depends on what happens on that first play, Because 3rd down situation, they know damn well you're going to throw. You want to catch them off guard. You want to make sure they're on their heels and keep backing them up with the run game. That's why you run to pass run, but guess what? Another flag's going to hurt them. False start and 5 yards over, you pull it down. So 1st and 15. Yeah, so not good. Just shooting yourselves in the foot. I get, they're only false starts, but 5-yard penalties, back yourself up. And especially when you have a few first downs built up, but then you go backwards, it's like, well, which way are you going to go? You're going to continue to move forward or continue to go backwards? So 1st and 15 from the 33, and Tua looking to throw, and dumps it off. And down the far sideline goes Raheem Mostert, first down Dolphins. All right. I don't know where the hell that came from, but hey, they move the sticks, another first down. I'd go deep, I would. They'll run it here, though, I bet you any money. I'd take a shot. Why not? You're, right around midfield now? I'd take a shot. I would. You just got to make sure that protection's there for Tua to air it out. You got to give him a chance. Yeah, they're in Bill territory now at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. And Tua will fake it, and far side, caught, and then dropped incomplete. So they have Jeff Wilson Jr., Cedric Wilson Jr., they have Wilson from Home Improvement. They have Wilson from, what movie is that with the kid who's getting scared by the Dennis the Menace? They have that Wilson. They're playing with a Wilson football. But that pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Tua's pass over the middle caught. There's a Penguin to the 32. So he'll waddle his way for Dolphin first down.
But that's not just a field pressure. And watch how quickly he has to throw this ball. He cuts this thing loose before the Hawks even ready.
I'd keep,
Just an excellent.
normally I'd say get back to the run game. I'd keep airing it out right now. I would.
Those were the throws.
Just don't do anything stupid. No turnovers.
Los Angeles.
I'd be aggressive right now. I would. Because like I said, start. Who knows when the snow, if it is at all, if it's going to show up, when it's going to show up. So, yeah, Tua looking to throw again. Far side caught by Hill. And about a medium-sized gain, so second down and medium here. They'll say officially 5, so 2nd and 5, but yeah, Miami's looking pretty good on this drive. And they're in field goal range, so nothing comes out of it. Settle for 3, take the points. Because that's going to be, I think, a big thing too, especially for Miami. Yeah, take the points while you can, but you don't want to have to settle for 3 the whole entire game. They might have jumped off sides. 2nd and 5, Tua's quick pass over the middle, incomplete. So 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 at the 27. I'm looking for Gesicki. They'll throw a fucking fade if I'd have to guess. Which I absolutely hate fades because they don't fucking work. They don't. I'd keep it simple. I'd work the sticks. I'm going to Mike G. Empty set, 5 wide. And they go far side, is caught, but then, is that Deontay Johnson? Tyreek Hill going the wrong way, and he easily would have got the first down if he didn't dance around, and then he's going to be about a half yard short. 4th down. Now, what do you do? Decision to make here. Do you go for it or kick it? I'd kick it, take points. I would. I mean, you've already gotten 1 4th down conversion on this drive. Buffalo's defense, should be ready for this next one if you do go for it, but they're going to bring out Shangang for measurement to see, first off. He's short. Yeah, he's a good football short. 4th down. Kick it. Take the points. He's going to go for it. If this backfires, we might come back to this and, hey, Buffalo capitalizes then. This is when the game changed already, midway through the opening quarter. Potentially. Now, if they, capitalize, score, it's a whole different story, but I'd kick it, take the points. I would. You got a pretty damn good kicker, so yeah, I'd take the points, but it doesn't seem like they will here. Right now, they're going to go for it. At least try to draw them off sides, let alone actually go for it. We'll see what they do if they actually snap it or not. Fourth and a half a yard. Tua under center. Play clock at 15, and they'll hand off, and they'll get the first down. So give them credit. 1st and 10 at the 20 and into the red zone now. Now you definitely got to score. Even if you have to go settle for 3, take the points. You still got to score now off of this. You definitely like a touchdown. You got to score 6. Take a shot. So I'm looking over the middle for Gesicki. I am. Buffalo's defense on this drive looks pretty gassed. I don't know if it's the cold or what, but Miami's just backing them up and backing them up and backing them up. 1st and 10 of the 20, they'll hand off Mostert for 5 yards, and they're chipping away at it. 2nd and 5 of the 15, so you got to give them credit. So 2nd and 6 officially. They mark him down at the 16. And 2 will hand off again. And they'll be another yard short. So 3rd and 1. Right back to it. Run the ball. Maybe run a reverse. Maybe even a bubble screen, which nowadays they sort of consider a run to begin with, but 3rd and a yard, Tua looking to throw and nobody there. And now he's running around and he'll get sacked. And he fumbles it. Luckily the Dolphins recovered at 21. That would have been a dagger on that drive if they would have fumbled and not recovered. Kicked field goal. Yeah, I don't get why you're trying to do something crazy right there. 3rd and short. Oh, and shit, he's wide open at the 3-yard line. Get him with the football. How did he not see him? He was looking to his right the whole entire time. That's why. Oh my God, Tua. And then he fumbles. So now 39-yard field goal. Back to, basically where you were on that 4th and short. They kick it, it's up and good, so Miami takes a 3-0 lead with 1 second, under 3 minutes to play, 2:59 to play in this opening quarter. So 3-0 Fins as Buffalo get the ball back. Both teams, first downs in the first drive of the game tonight, and then 2 punts, and the Dolphins get the ball back, drive, kick a field goal, in which, honestly, that, think about it, probably should have been a touchdown drive. I don't get that play call. Just keep it simple, run the ball. Not 3-step drop and then no pass pro and then, hey, I got to run around and, find somebody, make a play out of nothing. When easily, 3rd and a yard, you run it, or like I said, maybe a reverse of some sort, or a bubble screen. Or if you do throw it, just you're throwing it real quick, not taking your good old time, like burning daylight. But then they settle for 3 from 39 yards out. 2 is 4 of 8, 44 yards passing. They lucked out too with that fumble. They luckily recovered it, so lucky to have 3 points, honestly. Raheem Mostert, where it's at right now, though. 6 carries, 33 yards rushing. And then he also has a catch for 20 yards. Waddle, 1 for 15. Tyreek Hill, 2 of 9. But nothing to Mike Gesicki. Why? I don't know. Josh Allen, 2 of 4, 27 yards. Buffalo on this drive is going to run the football. Devin Singletary is a carry for a yard. Diggs has a catch for 17 yards, and Knox has a catch for 10 yards. So, 3-0. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Dolphins lead. Bills get the ball back. Yeah, it was. And that's another way Miami could potentially give themselves a better chance tonight. And that's controlling the clock. As long as you end up, getting something out of it. It's true. The teams that normally can run the football, control the clock, play good defense, capitalize off turnovers, and rely on special teams every once in a while. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win. Like, that's just a given. That 10th time might, be a holy shit play. Like, did that actually just happen? Or something along those lines. But yeah, the NFL schedule makers, as Buffalo lines up out of the gun, 1st and 10 at the 25, trips in a bunch near side, they'll hand off for 4 yards up the middle. Seemingly always put these two against one another early in the season and late in the season. Nowhere really in between. Just seems like, at least recently, but could be wrong. I'm uncomfortable if I am. Doesn't really matter, but weather is the factor. It's either really hot or really cold. But 2nd and 7, pick the give. Josh Allen looking to throw over the middle. Caught first down. Dawson Knox out past midfield. Inside the 40, 35. Down inside the 30. The 26-yard line. 1st and 10 Bills. So look at Buffalo. They're getting their tight end and Dawson Knox involved. Where the hell is Mike Gesicki at for Miami? Their run game's working better for them, though. And you got to give them credit there than Buffalo's run game is. But now, like I said, this drive, especially after that big play, run the ball. Look to tie this game up at 3 little and take a lead. So we'll see the deal. It does seem like a lot of Dolphins fans are in attendance tonight. We'll see how much of a factor they are, but Singletary on the screen, 1st down, and push out of bounds. So 1st and goal, essentially. There's a quick pass on the screen near side to Singletary. And now he's still a couple yards short of the 1st and goal. Be 1st and 10. So they got 8 shots to punch it in here, long story short. And if they can't, real quick, off of the Miami field goal of their own, touchdown, take a lead. Josh Allen looking to throw, caught, touchdown Bills. Just like that, they respond. And here come the snowballs. Fans, of course, celebrating. There's no snow on the field, though. They said they did a damn good job cleaning it up. And then it hasn't snowed since a couple hours ago. And I guess it's snowing, of course, in downtown Buffalo, which is north of Orchard Park. Orchard Park's just about 20 minutes, half hour or so, the max, south of the city. But yeah, no snow yet. So 6-3 make it 7-3. And now Miami, what do? So it might be one of those games, okay, Miami takes up a lot of the clock, score, whether it be 3, very little, or, a touchdown, like Buffalo just did there, along with then the Bills just responding real quick. I mean, shit. They only had the ball there about 2 minutes and drove 75 yards and scored. So, and their problem is they still don't have a running game. But with the lead, you'd hope then for the Bills later on that they can run the football. And that's a given for anybody in that matter. But if I'm Miami getting the ball back now, I'm doing the same thing, trying to, at least what I just did on that field goal drive. This game very well could be tied at 7 right now, but they trail by 4 to itself for 3. Because I think it goes back to that play call on 3rd and 1. They drew it up pretty good, with a couple of good 4th down conversions, but then on 3rd and short, they decide to, act like the game's on the line in the first quarter when it's not. Even though, game for sure could be lost in the first quarter. It ain't going to be won, though. It's going to be won in the second half. As long as you keep giving yourself a chance to get to that point. Take it deep in the 3rd, 4th quarter. But with that being said, Miami just... Mostert's the guy right now, but who else is going to step up? Is Tua going to make more plays? Is he going to get the ball to Hill, Waddle, even Gesicki, or a few of others receivers a little bit more than he already has, for that matter? Are they going to be able to run the ball, as good as they have, or is Buffalo going to crack down? We'll just have to see. Because it felt like their defense was getting just pushed back and pushed back and pushed back until they couldn't get pushed back, anymore. They stopped him on 3rd and short there, but made him settle for 3, but still gave up a good chunk of the field and points, so never want that for any defense. I get every once in a while you'll give up something, but just as long as you score more, it's the name of the game is winning. It's not golf. Not the lowest score that wins, taking the most points wins. So, yeah. For a slow start there, even with it still being cold out, it's starting to heat up a little bit. So, Buffalo kicks off and we'll have a touchback. So 1st and 10, Miami at the 25-yard line. They say a streaky season. Yeah, 3-0. And then they lost 3 straight. That's when Tua was hurt. And then he came back and they won 5 straight. And now they lost 2 straight, even with him still at quarterback. So, what do they do tonight? They lose 3 in a row again and then go on a winning streak, or just keep this losing streak going, or what? Experience is another key word, this time of year. Buffalo has it when Miami doesn't. Handoff, and Mostert for another first down. Out past midfield. Damn. Down the far sideline. Inside the 20. Still going. Inside the 10. There's a late flag, but holy shit. Buffalo cannot stop the run tonight. Jesus Christ. Did he step out? Is the question at any point in time. And what's the flag? Maybe a face mask? Could be half the distance. I'd keep running it anyway, regardless. It's on the defense. Is there, horse collar tag, okay. So, yeah, half the distance, 1st and goal. Inside the 5, and if I'm Miami, I'm looking to punch this sucker in. They cannot stop the run, and they can't run it offensively. So then it's going to circle back to Josh Allen having to do too much. And then, once again, it seems like when he does try to do too much, that's what gets him in trouble. So Miami's got Buffalo in a good spot right now. They do. 1st and goal, Finns from the 4. 2 are going to hand off. And about a yard. The 2nd goal. And, yeah, they're not going to have to snap it. With the clock expire, they'll switch ends, and at the end of one will be Bills up by 4, 7-3 on the visiting Dolphins, but they're knocking on the door looking to either cut this lead again with a field goal if they can't punch it in, let alone take their second lead and punch it in for 6. As they'll switch ends, they'll run down to the other end zone, but they got to wait until we come back for break. At the end of one, Bills lead the Dolphins 7-3 here tonight for some NFL Saturday Night Football on the NFL Network. So, as always, once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thumbs up button, share, chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated as well. And coming up at halftime, we'll have first half stats and scores. We'll recap and preview as we always do. So, we'll see if Miami can punch us in or not. But by God, I mean, Buffalo, yeah, offensively they can't run the ball and they can't stop it on defense. So right now they're in trouble in that regard. If they can find a way out, okay. What's that going to be right now? I don't know. But I mean, Josh Allen 9 times out of 10 seemingly, leads the team in rushing. So maybe start running with him a little bit if you can. But he's going to have to make some plays with his arm, though, too. And his bazooka that M-Rob wanted shot about on pregame. But once again, when he has to do it all himself, that's only when they are turning the ball over. He's trying to do too much, and that's what gets him in trouble. So their defense might have to get after Tua here a little bit more. First off, stop the run, find a running game on offense, but turnovers, and then go back to special teams. Miami's done all right in that regard. Couple decent returns here tonight already. And I mean, man, officially now a 67-yard run for Raheem Mostert, who in the first quarter cracked 100 yards rushing tonight. 8 carries, a $101. As 2 is 4 of 8, 44 yards still. Hey, if you have a running game, your quarterback doesn't need to do a hell of a lot. So keep running the damn ball. You got to give them credit. They can run the ball. Buffalo can't stop it, and the Bills can't run it offensively. So Miami's got to punch this in. Miami's got to punch this in with a rushing touchdown. I wouldn't mind going to one of your tight ends here either, though. I might add. But I'd run it. Second and goal from the 3. And Tua looking to throw. Gonna step up near side. Incomplete. Fans are throwing snowballs at the Dolphins players as the play unfolds, I might add. The one cameraman just got decked in the back. It looked like... Okay, here's a replay. He was going for Hill, but then Waddle was behind him, and then it's incomplete to both of them. I'm just waiting for the announcement. Fans, please, no throwing snowballs. They're still chucking them. Third and goal from the 3. You got to punch us in. Tua looking to throw. Slant over the middle, caught incomplete in the end zone. So they will have to kick it. Take your points here. Kick it. Yeah. 67-yard run inside the 10. You get a penalty half the distance after it. And you still can't punch it in for 6. So you got to kick it to get your 6 total points with 2 field goals here early. That's just a drop. That's a catch and a touchdown by anybody. But he dropped it. So Cedric Wilson, a former Cowboy, gives Jason Sanders now a 21-yard field goal. Already good from 39. This is an old school extra point. Kicks up, kicks good. So 7-6 here early second quarter. So, yeah, the crowd's throwing snowballs like no tomorrow. But what else are they going to do with snow? They couldn't clear it out, so it's just sitting there, and they want to get rid of it one way or another. So until they tell them, hey, you can't be doing this, which I'm sure during this break they will, because it was real bad right there. Let the fans have a damn good time, though, while you're at it, But, yeah, you got to punch that in for 6, man. Can't set up for 3 all the damn time. You got to score touchdowns. That has to be frustrating. That has to be very frustrating, to say the least. But you're still inching, so you just got to get a stop on defense. You can't allow them, after another field goal of yours, to go score a touchdown in 2 minutes and take a lead. Again, just like they did. So, until that doesn't happen, until they stop them, like, who says Buffalo can't do it again? So, we'll see what happens. I'd really like to... I know they will say something, but I'd really like to see if they don't. And then late in the game, they're still throwing snowballs, and then like, you have a play in the end zone, and guy catches it but then drops it because he gets decked by all these snowballs.
No problem. You already have dish.
The gallery up can transfer.
I don't know if they throw a penalty on the crowd or not.
Fits in your budget.
They called a delay game on the defense earlier, which of course then set up a game-winning field goal. But yeah,
Extra Fabulous Tuesdays at 9 on HGTV.
7-6, but Bill's getting it back, and yeah, just like Buffalo can't stop the run. They've only forced field goals though. Miami, can't seemingly stop a high-powered offense. So yeah, we'll see if they can stop them, and we'll go from there. There's not really much else to be said. There's not. We're pretty balanced now at this point. 7-6. And another touchback. So 1st and 10 Bills at 25.
All right, Coach, I want to ask you right away about Mozart right now, over 100 yards. How do you stop the run?
I've got to do a better job just playing with integrity, getting to the non-tackling.
I know you weren't happy with that penalty right now. Big
No shit, you don't say.
cleaning up penalties, fundamentals. How do you feel right now about it?
I've got to do a better job, obviously.
Okay, and offensively, Sean, you weren't out there.
Yeah, these head coaches hate these after first and third quarter interviews. The NFL's trying to be too much like the NBA and NHL in that regard. And I don't blame them for keeping it short and sweet, not giving them an answer. Making it tough. Like, I don't want to give away my fucking game plan. Like, why should I have to? You get your pregame interview, and then at halftime, and that should be it. This is all new this year. They do it at the end of the first quarter, sometimes at the end of the third quarter too, with the head coaches. But 2nd and 13, Buffalo going the wrong way. Dump off to Dalvin Cook, gets a yard, then fumbles it, but he was down. Ground can't cause a fumble. He was down. Yeah. 3rd and 12.
The Dolphins backing up coverage. Josh Allen don't get to his check down quickly. We'd like to see Cook slow down in those checkdowns. A lot of these plays and routes for the halfback becoming the outlet. He has the option to throttle right there. You want to throttle him, and really does. He can try and throttle him with the ball.
So 3rd and 12 from the 23. Did I say Dalvin Cook? I meant James Cook. Of course, Dalvin played earlier with the Vikings. Scored the game tying touchdown before the 2-point attempt, and then they won in overtime. Come from back behind. Got a false start. 3rd and 17 now. Yeah, Buffalo's just going the wrong way on this drive. I'd run and draw and punt, but then you can't stop the run, so you might as well take a shot here and try to get first down if you can. And Josh Allen looking to throw, 3rd and 17, a bullet down the middle, it's caught. Gabe Davis, 38, first down, Buffalo. So let's see if they can circle the wagons here and hold on to this lead. 1st and 10.
Played a soft cover 3, and Gabe Davis works his way inside. Wants a deep throw. He slams on the brakes and then finds the window. What an excellent job by him. Understanding where the window was and carrying out for his quarterback.
1st and 10. And Josh Allen complete. Diggs, or that's Cole Beasley, excuse me. He's back. Back in the New York groove. with the Buffalo Bills. And an 8-yard reception, second and short. They run it. First down run to the 44. So another 1st and 10, and that's their best run of the fucking game at this point. It is. About an 8-yard run for Cook. So you got to keep it up. You don't necessarily have to match them, but you just got to be balanced. You got to keep it simple. Like, there's really no in between. You got to. I mean, it's 7-6. They show off some key games for this week. We'll get more into those later, but just yeah, I think the ball's in Miami's court here for their defense making a stop. From the 40, 2nd and 6, Allen over the middle, caught first down. Diggs at the 20. They're definitely going to have at least a 4-point lead here if they don't turn it over, let alone an 8-point lead if they can score again. And then it's a tale of, first 2 quarters here with field goals and touchdowns. First and 10 at the 20. Allen going to keep it for himself. Josh Allen will get 3 yards. Second down and 7. So now 2nd and 7, empty set. More snowballs. And Gabe Davis for 6, a 3rd and 1. I don't know why they're throwing snowballs at the Bill offense. I get throwing at the Dolphin defense, but, you think they'd be waiting to throw all the snowballs they possibly can when Miami's out there on offense rather than on defense. Because you don't want to fuck up the Bill offense. That's just stupid. They don't think this through, do they? 68 eligible again for the 2nd time tonight. So they should run it here, you'd think. Or maybe run a bootleg off of it of some sort for the play action. 3rd and yard, maybe go back to Dawson Knox. And they will run it 3rd and yard, and they will get the first down. Singletary's right there at the marker, but that's first down. 1st and 10 with the sticks. Keep at it. They finally been able to run the ball this drive. See if they can punch it in now or not. Give him a 1st and goal officially at the 10. Knox going to be in motion. As he'll line up right in front of Cook, who's to the right of Allen out of the gun, and a whistle, and we're going to have a timeout. Bills call their first with 8:25 to play in the half. So they'll have 2 remaining, 2-minute warning. Right now up 7-6, but a 1st and goal at the 10, knocking on the door. Split screen commercial break. We'll back to the action here momentarily, but yeah, the Bills called timeout. Obviously, seems like just to make sure they're set, make sure everything's right. I don't want to screw anything up right now. Probably a good timeout. I mean, you still got 2 more, 8.5 to play in the half, so it's not like they carry over, so why not? They're going to reread the play to Josh Allen on the play call here. Some players have some coats, trying to stay warm. Is it too cold for you, Tua? But is it Tua cold for you, is what it read. First and goal from the 10. And more snowballs. And just a simple throwaway. Yeah. Incomplete. Second and goal. He wanted the screen, but it wasn't there. And then he wasn't going to risk it. Seemed like I'm just going to heave it out of the back of the end zone, and that's that. Play to live another down. Miami bringing in a few subs. There's the Grinch. Whether he's in the passenger seat or scaring their kids at home, he's in the stands tonight. Second and goal, Buffalo at the 10. And touchdown, Buffalo. And speaking of the Grinch, the big dog joins us as well. Nyheim Hines, the former Colt. As both Cook brothers have played today. Zach Moss, little and Nyheim Hines, both playing today as well. Josh Allen with the passing touchdown, 10 yards out, and Buffalo retakes the lead. 13-6, extra point to come. Be a one-score, 8-point lead if it's up and good here. But more snowballs in celebration. And we're going to go ice fishing with Tyler Bass. And the extra point's up and good, 14-6 Buffalo. So, field goals to touchdowns is the name of this game. Nothing on each team's opening drive. Dolphins then kick a field goal. 2 minutes later, Bills score. Dolphins get the ball back again, chew up some more clock, kick another field goal. If only, I can hear some people saying those field goals are touchdowns, this game would be tied, and rightfully so, because it would be. But then the Bills get the ball back after the other Dolphin field goal, drive and score again, so that's where we sit at 14-6. Tua, last time I read this off, was 4 of 8, 44 yards. He's 4 of 10, 44 yards, so he doesn't have a completion in a while, to say the least, let alone Mostert. At a 6-7-yard run, they get a goal to go inside the 10. Can't punch it in, got to settle for 3. They've not necessarily abandoned the run with him, but he's still stuck at 8 carries, 101 yards. 6-7 of those, of course, on that run. But that was all in the first quarter. And we're midway through the second quarter, so obviously he hasn't done jack shit since. So the Dolphins offense, slow start, picked up some pace, and then they've gotten hit by an avalanche, having to settle for 3. 14-6 Bills. Josh Allen, 11 of 14, $166, 2 passing touchdowns. The first to Quentin Norris, and the last one to Nyheim Hines. Both players have a catch for 14 and a catch for 10 yards, respectively. Okay, James Cook, 2 carries, 12 yards, but you would think Buffalo with an 8-point lead now, rather than a 4-point lead they had at 7-3, now 14-6. It's field goals to touchdowns. They'd be wanting to run the ball a little bit more, work some clock of their own. Cook, 2 of 12, Singletary, 3 of 5. Josh Allen has a carry for 3 yards. Dawson Knox right now, 2 catches, 56 yards. Diggs, 2 of 36. Gabe Davis has 2 catches, 27 yards as well. And then, of course, as mentioned, the 2 touchdowns thrown by Josh Allen. So, I mean, he's not single-handedly beating the Dolphins right now, but he's single-handedly beating the Dolphins right now because he's not throwing those touchdowns. They don't have a running game. They're still only down 6, which is 1 score. They're still in it, as Miami is only down 8, 1 score, but 14-6. And they did tell the fans, please don't throw snowballs. So we'll see if they listen or not, which I can tell you, I can guarantee you they won't. they'll continue to throw snowballs all fucking night. Because what else are they gonna do with the snow other than let it sit there? That's why I said earlier, like, I don't know if they'd actually throw a penalty on the fans, though, for throwing snowballs. Yeah, it could be a safety issue, but, you know, Miami just needs to, as some fans are making snowmen now, you got to, there's a whole family of snow people. You got to go score. Quit settling for 3, and, you know, quit asking if, you know. Please stop, or it'll be a penalty against Buffalo. So the game has been delayed due to fans throwing snowballs onto the field. Oh my God. Let's see what else they throw. Here come more snowballs. If I'm Buffalo, I'm wanting to play, of course, for these fans, as you always do, but I'm wanting to play to get yourself a lead so that these fans can throw snowballs so the penalty ain't going to fucking fuck you up. Ain't going to matter. So the game's been delayed due to the fans throwing snowballs on the field. The other thing, too, is if it does start snowing, what are they going to do then? You're not going to be able to tell if fans are throwing snowballs. It's just going to be coming down. So, I mean, you hope for snow now. So now Miami's got to, you know, play against this crowd, basically, down E. Hostile environment. Touchback again, so... Had one good return, but everything else been touchbacks. The White Rabbit's showing up. Yeah, they've given warnings. They haven't thrown penalties yet, but... From the 25, 1st and 10. And Tua going to hand off, and guess what? Buffalo still can't stop the run. To the 30 goes Mostert. Be 2nd and 5. But as mentioned at the start, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. If that's snow actually falling right now or snow that already has fallen, crowd wants to throw it, so be it. Tua looking to throw, and incomplete. They want a flag, and they're not going to get it. Incomplete. Probably good no call. Watching that live time, probably good no call. We'll show a replay here. 10 for Tyreek Hill. And maybe a little incidental contact there right at the end, but he still ran the route a little too far to the side of that anyway, so he still don't have a good chance to catch it, but incomplete 3rd and 5, no pass interference. So 3rd down, 7.5 to play in the half. Play clock at 1, and they'll get it off. Tua going to go deep near side, has a man, Jalen Waddle makes a catch inside the 40, down to the 35. 1st and 10, Miami. First and 10 Miami. And Tua will step up, throw down the middle, almost picked off inside the 20, incomplete. So 2nd and 10. So after the near interception, 2nd and 10 from the 37. Tua dumps it off. Mike Gesicki for the first time tonight. To the 32-yard line he goes, so be 3rd down. Third down and officially 5, they say. And they'll take a timeout. Yeah, probably a good timeout. This play clock was winding down. Make sure they're set. So I'll stick with it. I'll go to the booth, give an update, but be 3rd and 5, Miami with a timeout. Down 8 here, 14-6. Third and 5, 6 minutes on the dot to play in this first half. See if they draw up after the timeout. I'd still work the sticks. Hill in motion. And they do work the sticks. They get a first down, Tyreek Hill. Needed 5, got 6, first down Miami. So 1st and 10. Now, I mean, you've worked pretty good clock to this point. You know, why not some more here before halftime? And then Buffalo will get the ball to begin the second half, I might add. So we'll see if they can punch this in, or they're going to have to settle for another field goal. But they do get a first down there. 26-yard line. And a couple motion men. They barely get it off. And Mostert for 2 yards. 2nd on 8. Yeah, Miami's problem is they've had to settle for 3. You know, this game, no doubt about it, very well could be tied up. But we'll see if these fans are going to stop throwing snowballs or are going to keep at it if they'd score. But 2nd and 8 from the 25. And Hill in motion again. And they'll hand off again. And nowhere to go. 3rd down. Take a shot. Take a shot. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Other than this Buffalo defense finally stepping up and cracking down. Third and 9. Tua, empty set. And caught at the 10-yard line by number 10, Tyreek Hill. So they should have a first and goal there. Unless they mark him down at the 11, then it'll be first and 10. And then they'll have 8 shots to punch it in. So, I mean, I'd rather probably have first and 10 at the 11, just for the hell of it. And then, you know, a couple more chances to score, rather than settle for 3 again. Because if they get a first and goal here at the 10, they don't, you know, score on 3 plays, they're kicking it. Got a first and 10 at the 11, yeah, you got 8 shots. Hill in motion again. No end around still to him. They'll hand off up the middle and they'll walk in, touchdown Miami. Question is, do you kick the extra point, still trail by 1 if you make it, or do you go for 2 and tie this up at 14? That's the big question. They have a running game. Maybe a little hold there by 72, but they have a running game and Buffalo can't stop them. So they're going to kick the extra point. They'll still trail by 1 here. If it's up and good. Low snap. Kicks up and good, though. 14-13. Another 3 minutes to play in the half. 2-minute warning to come. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Buffalo getting the ball back. And then they'll get the ball to begin the second half. So they honestly could do some damage right now. You know, you're looking at, of course, minimum right now, 14 they have, but 17, 20 points. If not, max of 28 come mid-third quarter, give or take, anywhere in between. You know, and have a, you know, couple point touchdown, 2-score lead. Yeah, 2:59 and 2 timeouts, 2-minute warning. As a 3rd timeout, you don't drive and score. That's pretty bad because you've drove and scored, you know, quicker than that the past couple drives you scored already night on. So yeah, we'll see what Buffalo does. But now Miami, 2 is 8 of 16, a buck 2. Mostert, 11 carries, 107 yards, but then Salvin Ahmad with the rushing touchdown there, 2 of 16 for him, and the score. They got to get Mike Gesicki more involved. He has a catch for 5 yards, whereas Waddle, 2 of 47, Hill, 4 of 30. Mostert has mentioned 107 yards rushing, has 20 yards receiving, but Buffalo can do some damage right now. We'll see if they can, will, or not, but 14-13 your score. 3 minutes to play in the half.
Reception and a couple of showdowns between the Raiders and Steelers on Christmas Eve.
First and 10, Buffalo from the 18, and that pass incomplete. Now, if Miami can get off the field on defense, they could do a little damage here before halftime potentially. They got to be quick about it rather than taking up some time. Field goal potentially for both of these teams. We'll see what it gives. We'll see what happens here. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Josh Allen going to tuck it and run, and points to his blocker. Slides. He'll be about a half yard short. So 3rd down. 3rd and short.
Just a quick little look. He was right to hold the backwards, confirm that they're going to drop in coverage. Leave one open space.
And 68's eligible once again. What's new? 3rd and a yard, and Buffalo's going to call timeout. 2:05 to play in the half. They'll still have 1 plus 2-minute warning, but a 3rd and 1 here, so honestly, you got to convert. Yeah. (110 to 28 degrees). Yep. And 68's eligible again. Third and a yard, Miami was jumped. Motion man's Knox. He pushes Josh Allen on the sneak, and they get the first down. 2-minute warning. Yeah, there's some pushing and shoving. Refs are going to let it slide. About 2 minutes to play in the first half. First down, Buffalo up 14-13 on Miami. They got 1 timeout left. We'll see if they can score again before halftime. And they'll get the ball to begin the second half, I might add, too. So we'll go from there.
Just the gift to bring families together.
Thanks for letting me know.
Of course. You can easily get helpful customer service over the phone or on the Progressive app. Pretty much anywhere. Even at the library. Or the coffee shop. Get great customer support at the park. Or at this coffee shop.
Why would we go to a different company?
For Jane.
So somebody's supposed to be my car then?
Right. Even at your car. I saw you eyeing his phones earlier. Huh? You get it.
Rocket Mortgage is committed to increasing digital access for all Detroiters. This year, they're teaming up with the Detroit Lions and Connect 313 with the Rocket Mortgage Red Zone.
Does anybody know anything about that NFL Plus?
Inside the Red Zone, the Lions and Rocket Mortgage will make
Like, is it any good?
bridge Detroit's digital divide. This money helps ensure Detroit residents are digitally connected
Fox's halftime show highlights an analysis of two very different games: Indianapolis, Minnesota, Baltimore, Cleveland. Plus, first half reaction to what's been a very entertaining first half for the Capitals triple header on NFL Network.
First and 10, Buffalo. 2 minutes to play in a timeout. Up 1, 14-13 here. Ball 30-yard line. And Josh Allen will fake the run, dish it out to Stephon Diggs, and another Bill first down at the 45. Clock's ticking. And just simple crosser over the middle. Diggs on the catch and out of the 44-yard line. First and 10. Wasted about 12 seconds or so getting set, but Dawson Knox, another 9-10-yard reception. A minute and a half to play. Minute 26 officially. But the clock stops with him getting out of bounds. Be second and a yard, they say officially. Second and 1. And Allen looking to throw again over the middle. All incomplete. Intended for Dawson Knox again, and he dropped it. Right on the money, and he dropped it. So incomplete, 3rd and 1. And now Miami calls another timeout with a minute 21. I don't know why the hell they're calling a timeout right there, unless, just to make sure they're set, but that timeout you might want to have if you get the ball back here. You call timeout again here if you stop them, get the ball back, a minute and change, but you still have timeout there. But you call it there because, well, for whatever reason, clock stopped because of the incompletion. I don't get why you call timeout here. They don't want to get beat deep. It's a big thing. 3rd and 1. Buffalo, ball at the 47-yard line. So 3rd and 1. Handoff, first down. So if I'm Miami, I'm in no hurry to stop the clock at this point. Let them do what they want. Just stop them. But you don't want to give them more time. Buffalo with a minute 5 in a timeout. Ball at the 45 now. I mean, you'd like another 10, 15 yards or so for a better field goal. And, well, they almost got 12 there on that catch by Knox, but he dropped it again going out of bounds. So incomplete and 2nd and 10. Hit him right in the hands again and he dropped it. That's just a drop. It's back-to-back targets to him that he's dropped. Second and 10, and Josh Allen just dumps it off, and then Devin Singletary falls forward to the 38. Be 3rd down, and I think the Bills called their 3rd and final timeout 49 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. And somebody called their 3rd and final timeout. We'll find out when we come back. Don't know who, but timeout and Buffalo ball.
You apparently just can watch the
change.
Protecting your home with Progressive.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, I bet.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. Best friend, shall we?
It doesn't matter.
Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care.
For the gift shop, look for gifts. Happy holidays from Mercedes-Benz. See your Mercedes-Benz dealer today for exceptional offers.
Showing off them clearing off the field earlier. Yeah, which is still snowed at that point in time, but then once they got it cleared, it quit. And yeah, snow hasn't come down since, like I said earlier, a couple hours ago. So should have had a snow game and 6.5 feet of snow with the Bills and Browns. They moved the game. Then they're calling for snow tonight, and now it's not snowing. So we're still not getting a snow game with the Buffalo Bills, unfortunately. As they show off the AFC playoff picture. Third and 4 officially after, well, they said timeout, but they didn't charge anybody a timeout. So Josh Allen's pass complete inside the 20. McKenzie down at the 18. First down. Got to go. 35 seconds. Got to go. First and 10. And Allen going to step up again into the end zone. Caught. There's a flag. They'll get a pass interference on the defense. We'll see if it's a 15-yard or a foul occurred in the end zone. Ball spot at the 1 because it was right there on the goal line. It's going to be first down for the Bills regardless, yes. Prior to the pass, got a hold on the defense. Spot foul. First down, yeah, okay. First and 10 from the 14 now, empty set. And they jumped off sides. You got a free play. Josh Allen in the end zone, incomplete. So it would be just a 5-yard penalty now. First and 5. But a new set of downs. But even with 17 seconds of timeout, I mean, that's not really going to mean much at this point. So first and 5 now at the 9. 17 seconds in a timeout, same formation. And incomplete in the end zone. So third down. Make it second and 5. Second and 5, excuse me. Second down 5 from the 9. Allen once again looking to throw back of the end zone, incomplete, time for Gabe Davis, and they wanted the flag, but they're not going to get it. And then there's a late penalty. Defensive hold in the end zone. Here comes some more snowballs. Wait for the refs to get pelted. Prior to the pass, another hold on the defense. That's a good call. Half the distance, first down, 8 seconds and a timeout. You got 2 plays. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, he was holding his arm, and then he was holding his back. Yeah. So 1st and goal, Buffalo at the 5. 8 seconds and a timeout. You got 2 plays, but we'll see what they draw up. And Miami's calling a timeout. 3rd and final. Might as well use it. Yep. So 1st and goal after the timeout. What do they do? First and goal from the 5, 8 seconds. They still got a timeout themselves, but what do they do here? Motion out, empty set. Josh Allen. Throw it. Oh my God, time's going to run out. They're not even going to get a chance to kick it because he wasted too much fucking time. Well, never mind. He just threw a touchdown pass. James Cook on the reception. Touchdown Bills. Fans throwing snow. And this penalty with the snow ain't going to matter. The Bills are going to get the ball to begin the second half. They'll enforce it on the kickoff. It'll still be a touchback. Yeah, let them celebrate. Let them throw snow. And see, that's incomplete. They don't get anything out of that. And then it's, well, he just tried to do too much, wasted too much time. You know, so they get lucky to end the half. But, you know, he's making a play. Extra points going to be good. So 21-13. And the Bills will get the ball to begin the second half as well, might add. So, yeah. They could do some damage, as mentioned. There's half of it. You know, field goal, touchdown, first drive of the second half, 2-score game. So, 21-13. Your halftime score. And Josh Allen now with 3 passing touchdowns. So he's the difference for the Bills, as they don't have a running game at all. He's 16-23, 217 and 3 touchdowns. Josh Allen also leads the team in rushing. Give me hell yeah, 3 carries, 16 yards. James Cook 2 of 12, Singletary 4 of 8. Dawson Knox has 3 catches, 65 yards. Stephon Diggs 3 of 49. Gabe Davis 2 for 27. McKenzie has a catch for 19 yards there. Singletary 19 yards receiving as well. And then the receiving touchdowns are from Quentin Morris to Naeem Hines to James Cook. Tua 8 of 16, 101 yards. 11 carries, 108 yards rushing for Raheem Mostert. Ahmad has the rushing touchdown. Waddle 2 catches, 47 yards receiving. Hill 4 of 29. Mostert 1 of 20. and Mike Gesicki, 1 catch, 5 yards. So, yeah, the thing in this game right now is up until Miami scored, okay, which they scored 1 touchdown. Buffalo has 3. It's still field goals to touchdowns. Miami still trails by 8. Buffalo's getting the ball to begin the second half. The Dolphins have a running game when the Bills don't, but the Bills have a passing game when the Dolphins really don't now at this point. So something's got to give. This game feels like it's going to come down to the wire. It's pretty balanced, though, other than that. Yeah, the passing is 217 to 91 in favor of the Bills, and the rushing is 126 to 33 in favor of the Dolphins. 8 total penalties. Miami's controlled the clock by a good 3 minutes. But yards per play, I mean, these teams easily are getting second and manageable to first downs. 4 of 8 and 5 of 6 on third down. For both Miami and Buffalo, respectively. Miami's also 1 of 1 on fourth down, I might add. But 21-13 is your halftime score. 21-13 is your halftime score. Bills lead. They'll get the ball back to begin the second half. Last week in the National Football League, let's give a quick recap to week 14 officially first, and then we'll get into the technically 3 games that have gone final already this week, plus this game and preview what's to come tomorrow, Monday night, along with next week as well. Just once again, thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media, links in the description below. So week 14 recap. And we'll also give a recap of some college bowl games from the past 2 days as well. Be sure to check out my bowl game preview if you haven't done so already. Last Thursday in the NFL, the Rams came from behind and won 17-16 with Baker Mayfield leading them on a 98-yard game-winning touchdown drive to win in the final seconds. The Bills, they beat the Jets, split with gangrene 20-12. Bengals also split with the Browns. They win 23-10. Cleveland won earlier today, and then Cincinnati plays at Tampa tomorrow. In the Lone Star State, we had the 2 NFL teams down in Texas square off, Houston and Dallas. Texans had the Cowboys right where they wanted them at, but Dallas came back. Cowboys winning by 4, 27-23. Lions upset the Vikings 34-23. They won 5 of 6 in the playoff hunt. Jaguars upset the Titans 36-22. The AFC South is still Tennessee's to lose, but Jacksonville's in the mix right now as well, a few weeks to play. Eagles blew out the Giants 44. Make that 48-22, excuse me. Ravens beat the Steelers 16-14. Chiefs hung on at Denver 34-28. Russell Wilson out tomorrow with an injury. The 49ers blew out the Bucs. It was 35-0 at one point. Final score is 35-7. And then the Panthers went to Seattle and won 30-24 before Seattle lost at home on a short week. On Thursday night to those 49ers. We'll get to the game in a minute. Sunday football was, in fact, the Chargers hosting the Dolphins inside, but Miami had heaters on the sideline. They have 10 times that tonight, and they still trail. So, yeah, Miami doesn't like playing in the cold. Chargers beat them 23-17 in the Monday Night Football. So we watched the first half of that game. Not much happened in the second half, as New England just shut out the Cardinals and won 27-13. And then week 15, we had Thursday Night Football. The 49ers won 21-13, the halftime score we have right now with Buffalo and Miami. San Francisco wins the NFC West as well, I might add. And then earlier today, the Colts are up 33-0 at halftime. The Vikings came back, tied it at 36, forced overtime, and won an OT with a game-winning field goal for the fourth time this year, 39-36, winning the NFC North. So a few division winners now at this point in the NFC in that regard, along with a few teams having just clinched playoff berths as well, I might add. And Buffalo's mentioned if they win tonight, they'll clinch a playoff spot. Not the division just yet, but still a few games to be played. So we'll see how it all shakes out. But the Colts blew another lead. If they would have tied, they would have become the first ever NFL team in history to have 2 ties on the season, as they fall to 4-9-1 now, rather than 4-8-2 or 5-8 for that matter. And then the Vikings, in the meantime, came back and broke an NFL record. Largest come from behind win in NFL history. It was 32 points. Make it 33 now, as it used to belong to the Buffalo Bills when they beat the Houston Oilers in the playoffs 30 years ago. And Frank Reich was the quarterback at that point in time for Buffalo, backing up Jim Kelly. And now his former team that he coached, the Colts, blew a lead and allowed the Vikings to come back and win it, as mentioned, 39-36 in overtime. They're actually showing off some highlights of both the games from earlier, because that was the first game, and then the second game that just wrapped up before this kickoff was the Ravens and Browns in the AFC North. And the Browns won at 13-3 in a low-scoring special teams battle. And Buffalo, of course, right now up 21-13 at halftime on the Dolphins. Tomorrow in the NFL, we'll have live watch-along reactions live here on YouTube of Steelers Panthers. That game's on CBS at 1 o'clock. We should get Eagles and Bears as well at 1 o'clock on Fox. I'm actually going to scroll ahead in the guide and just to make sure what games are in fact on in my area tomorrow. 1 second. Yeah, Steelers, Panthers, Eagles, Bears, along with Bengals, Bucks at 4 o'clock. And then, of course, Sunday Night Football is New York and Washington, and Monday Night Football is LA and Green Bay. We'll have live watch-along reactions, of course, tonight, so thanks for tuning in and listening. Second half to begin momentarily, but then we'll have live watch-along reactions tomorrow as well, the Steelers and Panthers, along with the Eagle-Bear game, as that'll be on TV too, and then I'll see everybody on Monday night for Monday Night Football, Monday Night Raw as well, with the Rams and Packers. But tomorrow in the NFL, before we preview next week, as we'll have Thursday Night Football, we'll have a full slate on Christmas Eve next Saturday, including next Saturday night. I'll also have live watch-along reactions on Christmas Eve night with the Raiders and Steelers, so be sure to tune back in for that. A week from now, they'll officially be retiring the number 32 in Pittsburgh Steelers history in honor of Franco Harris, 50 years after the Immaculate Reception. And then the NFL will have 3 Christmas Day games next Sunday. We'll get to those in a minute. And, of course, Monday Night Football rolls on. As there's really only a few more Monday night and a few more Thursday night games this regular season. Of course, Sunday Night Football will have the final game of the year before the playoffs begin, less than a month from now. But tomorrow, we'll have the Eagles and Bears, along with the Falcons and Saints. Lions, Jets should be a good game. Zach Wilson back as your starting quarterback. Steelers, Panthers. Something's got to give there. Both teams 5-8. Kenny Pickett out with an injury. Mitch Trubisky to start. Rudolph to back up. So we'll see if his red shiny nose can guide the black and gold to a win a week before Christmas, let alone another win next week. Because if they lose one more game, first losing season since 2003. So they have to win out at this point. Panthers, Raiders, Ravens, and Browns, along with getting help if they even want to make the playoffs, for that matter, which that's a long ways away. But also tomorrow, Cowboys, Jaguars, Chiefs, Texans, Cardinals, Broncos, with Colt McCoy and Brett Rippon, as Kyler Murray's done for the year with torn ACL, and then Russell Wilson's out with an injury. But at the poker table, in the meantime, Patriots Raiders was flexed out of Sunday Night Football in favor of Giants, and the Washington Redskins football team now Commanders. So Patriots Raiders at 4 o'clock. We'll have the Titans and Chargers along with the Bengals and Buccaneers tomorrow at 4 as well. Sunday Night Football is mentioned New York and Washington as they tied a few weeks ago. And then Monday Night Football will be the Rams and Packers with Baker Mayfield and Aaron Rodgers. So that should be a good game. And then now next week in the National Football League, Week 16. Yes, Thursday Night Football. Should be a good game. Jaguars Jets from NYC. And then next Saturday, the Bills will be in Chicago, taking on the Bears, Saints, Browns, Texans, Titans. Seahawks, Chiefs should be a good game. Giants, Vikings. Bengals, Patriots. We're on Cincinnati. Lions, Panthers. Falcons, Ravens. Washington will be in San Fran. There's one 4 o'clock game next Saturday, and it's Eagles, Cowboys. And then I'll have live watch long reactions over on YouTube next Saturday night, Christmas Eve night, with the Raiders and Steelers. So be sure to tune in for that. Next Sunday on Christmas, we'll have 3 games: Packers, Dolphins, Broncos, Rams, and Buccaneers, Cardinals. And then Monday Night Football, a week from Monday, day after Christmas, Chargers, Colts. So here we go. About to kick off the second half. 21-13. Bills lead it, getting the ball. And still no snow. But it's still cold. We'll see if the snow shows up or not. But like I said, it's field goals to touchdowns. Buffalo having a passing game when they don't have a running game. And Miami have a running game when they don't have a passing game. So something's got to give. This game's as balanced as can be right now. But the Bills can, tack on to their lead right now. Already up 8. Tying their largest lead tonight. But Miami hasn't had the ball offensively in a while. So we'll see what, the Bills can do here. I mean, real time, it's almost a half hour at this point. And who knows how long the Bills drive is going to be here. Mike McDaniel talking with Bill Vinovich probably about the snowballs, I'd have to assume, but we'll see. Because they already gave him a warning, you throw snowballs, it's a penalty against Buffalo, but what if they're Dolphin fans throwing snowballs? Is it called pounding against the Dolphins then, or what? So the Dolphins on the kickoff. Buffalo getting the ball to begin the second half. It's 21-13, Bills. And next commercial break, sometime this third quarter, we'll get into a recap of what's happened these first 2 days during college football bowl season, as I was 1-1 entering today. Make it 1-2, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3. And then there's still 2 games on right now, so going to be, anywhere from 3-5 to 5-3 at the other night, prediction-wise. And then no college football bowl games tomorrow. 1 Monday, 1 to 2, if not more, every day from there on. Of course, NFL on Sunday, so no college football bowl games on Sundays. Tomorrow, Christmas, or on New Year's. Really doesn't matter. It's a 1-score game, good offense, and yeah, you got to keep playing. He's right. He's smart. He is. And he seems like a player's coach. They just got to get a stop on defense. Coach to official, that's all it is. Like, hey, that has to be the most longest halftime interview going into half for head coach I've seen in quite a while. But he's spot on with everything he said. He's right. But yeah, they asked him about the snowballs. Just coach to official. They'll figure it out. So, yeah, Buffalo, 3rd and 4 here. Went forward, backwards, now 3rd and 4 here to begin the half. And Josh Allen's pass incomplete, so they'll punt to begin the second half. So Buffalo will give it back. Miami gets off the field, and they'll get it back down 8. We'll see if they can go on a drive and tie this game up. You know, if they decide to kick it again and be down 1 or go for 2 and tie it at 21 if they would score. But it's field goals and touchdowns. They can't settle for 3. You got to score. So Buffalo punts. And it'll be fair caught about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Miami from there. So 21-13. Miami ball, 1st and 10.
Do you think this is funny? Even add on your perfect match. Prime Video lets you binge hit shows, streamline sports, watch, rent, and buy additional movies. And even add on other streamers like Discovery Plus. So much to love in one app. See where it takes you. Prime Video.
We're on a mission to take a lunch, a filling one, with chunky soup. Heads up!
Mission accepted.
17 grams of protein in this can. Enter. Oh, you're the CEO now. All right. With chunky soup, lunchtime is your halftime.
Start playing and never stop playing. You get the most from the games when you're having fun.
With 3 this holiday season, pick the halls, walls, front yard, and camp. With peace of mind for your family, all in one app. Whether you're expecting guests, home for the holidays, or out on the go, it's peace of mind all year long. So get the gift that keeps on giving. Hurry and shop holiday deals at Ring.com.
First and 10 Miami here, down 8, begin the second half from the 27-yard line. And Tua will hand off. Raheem Mostert, regardless if they've been on the field or not for the past half hour, 45 minutes or so, they can still run the football. So Mostert up the middle, 5, maybe 6 yards, second down, 2nd and 4 officially. And then Tua's pass almost picked off, batted down, incomplete. 3rd and 4. So now this Bill defense is hyped up. And rightfully so after that play, but yeah, it might be a slow third quarter here. Defense bends doesn't break. Fourth quarter, win the game that way. Tua 3rd and 4, down the middle. It'll be caught wide open. And Jalen Waddle will waddle his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Wow. And then Tyreek Hill comes to celebrate with them, and they waddle together. Question is, do you go for 2 or do you kick the extra point again? So they've gone from kicking field goals to scoring touchdowns now. And the Bills are still scoring touchdowns. So, yeah, Tua just down the middle of the field, and Jalen Waddle turn on the Jets, and in the end zone he goes, touchdown. And no snowball is thrown towards them. They will go for 2. They will go for 2. Look to tie this game up at 21-all. And Hill in motion. Tua fakes the give. Pump fakes, throws it, incomplete. 21-19 with 12:48 to play in the third quarter. Buffalo going to have to get back to doing something here. Quick 3 and out to begin the second half, and then Miami responds like that. Rather than, a long scoring drive, they score quick and go for 2, don't get it, but, I'd rather be down 2 than 8. So, 21-19. 12:48 to play in the third. Tua now with a passing touchdown. Now to the Penguin. Tua 9 of 18, $168 and a touchdown. Waddle 3 catches, 114 yards receiving and a touchdown. Mostert has 12 carries, 114 yards rushing. Maud has the rushing touchdown, and they have 2 field goals and a missed 2-point. But Buffalo getting the ball back, still with a 21-19 lead. College football bowl season. Be sure to go check out my preview. Yesterday in the Bahamas Bowl, UAB beat Miami, Ohio, 24-20. And also yesterday in the Cure Bowl, Troy came back and beat UTSA, 18-12. Today, the Scott Satterfield Bowl up in Fenway. Louisville, his former team, beat his new team in Cincinnati, 24-7. Then we had Oregon State win the Las Vegas Bowl over Florida, officially 30-3. Florida kicked the late field goal as they were on the verge of getting shut out for the first time in over 400 games. But petty or not, they kicked the field goal. And the Beavers, as mentioned in my preview, along with the Gators, whoever was going to be able to withstand the waters of Hoover Dam the longest would win the game, and Oregon State wins it 30-3. Fresno State won the LA Bowl over Washington State 29-6. Yeah, so a few, blowouts there, honestly, today in those, first 3 games. And then we had the Lending Tree Bowl that just wrapped up. Frank Gore Jr. Ran all over the place, set a record for most yards rushing in a single game this season, along with a bowl game record as well. As Southern Miss beat Rice 38-24. And ongoing, fourth quarter, New Mexico Bowl, right now BYU's up 24-17 on SMU. And in the Frisco Bowl, North Texas and Boise State are tied at 3 as they near halftime. Next college football bowl game will be on Monday, Myrtle Beach Bowl, Marshall and UConn. But be sure to go check out my bowl preview. 21-19 Bills getting the ball back.
Look at Edmonds right here. He's screaming at Boyer, but we got speed at the number 3 spot here. If he runs through on this crosshatch, I need some help over the top, big guy. I can't run with this guy. I got that extra gear like 17. And something went wrong. They got their wires crossed, some sort of miscommunication. Because there's nobody over the top, and you just can't afford to let a speedster like that inside and get behind.
Josh Allen keeps it for himself, bulldozes his way for 14 yards and a Buffalo Bill first down. First down out past the 35-yard line. Just simple quarterback draw the whole way, and they move the sticks first down. Ball almost came out late there with that hit helmet to the ball, but held on to it and get the first down. From the 38-yard line officially, 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give, gonna get pressured, throw it away far side, but it's caught. Dawson Knox to the 41. 1st and 10, Buffalo again. So just like that, is, even with Miami doing that, they respond, and a couple big first downs there, knocking on the door, looking to extend their lead. Three-yard run makes it 2nd and 7 from the 42. Make it 38-yard line, excuse me. On the right side of the 50, knock on the door, looking to extend their lead. Josh Allen over the middle, caught Diggs. And Diggs going to dig his way for, he's banged up, holding his right hip. He'll get up, he's okay. He's about a yard short of the first down. Yeah, just double crossers. They say 3rd and 2 officially. 3rd and 2 for Buffalo, which is a long 2, more like 3rd and 3. Empty set. And Josh Allen going to tuck it and run for the time being. Stiff arms. Throws it. It's incomplete. There's a late penalty from behind, though. We'll see what this is. It's probably coming back for a hold. If I'm Miami, I decline it. Yeah, I'm making punt. But then they might go for it on 4th and 2 rather than give them, 3rd and 12. Holding on the Bills. 10 yards, they'll replay it down, so it'll be 3rd and 12. Yeah, and that's a good call. So 3rd and 12. Another empty set. They jumped off sides, so 3rd and 7. Oh shit, they said full start. Make it 3rd and 17. Yeah, that's a good call. So 3rd and 17. Buffalo's gone the wrong way the past couple of plays. Josh Allen doesn't care. Well, incomplete. 10 for Isaiah McKenzie, just a little too much, a little too high. Incomplete. 4th down, and they will punt. Well, that penalty's declined. 4th down anyway. Okay, yeah. Yeah, another penalty on the Bills' offensive line, but yeah, with the incompletion, be 4th and long if you decline the penalty, which they do. So Buffalo will punt Miami, getting the ball back, and going to try to take their first lead since they're up 3-0. $10-13 to play in the third quarter. 21-19. Miami getting the ball back. Buffalo gets punt up and away. Fair catch. Signal for it at the 10. Be 1st and 10. Miami from there. When we return. 10:05 to play in the third. 21-19. Miami Dolphin football.
Dish has all the holiday classics. All my favorite Lifetime movies. Cookies? Check out the Dish Holiday app on channel 306 and check out holiday movies all season long with Lifetime.
Thousands of families affected by disasters urgently need support. You can help the American Red Cross provide help and hope to families when they need it most. Please donate today to Red Cross Disaster Relief to help people affected by disasters, big and small. Go to redcross.org/NFL today. Your support is critical. We can't do it without you.
First and 10, Buffalo from the 11, back from break, down 2. Still a lot of football left to be played, though. And Tua handoff. And Ahmed down the far sideline. First down for Miami, it looks like. They'll mark him about a yard short of the 20, so 2nd and 1. Tua 2nd and 1, hands off, first down Dolphins, against this Bill defense. As I said earlier, these teams seemingly can, put themselves in manageable situations, and they're picking up easy first downs. One after another, they are. So 1st and 10 from the 26. And Tua will fake the give, looking to throw, going to go deep. And a little miscommunication, incomplete. Flag on the play. I don't know about that. Let's see if it was a good call or not. Maybe a little bit. Nothing major, but still penalty, illegal contact. 5 yards, automatic first down. Yeah, they throw a bunch of penalties. This crew, among a few others. It's like every play, it's a penalty. So Miami gets a yard there, make it 2nd and 9. And they barely get it off. Tua looking to throw, going to avoid a sack. Roll out, he's going to tuck it and run. And then he slips and falls. Tripped over himself and fell forward. Be 3rd down and about 5. He easily could have got a first down out of that, but he tripped himself. Just lost his footing. Yeah, just went to cut and tripped. So 3rd and 4 officially, they say. You know, Waddle's had a big game. Tyreek Hill a little bit, but where, once again, the hell is Mike Gesicki at? 1 catch for 5 yards for him. Third and 4. Make it 3rd and 2, they say now. Pass far side, incomplete, time for Waddle. 4th down, they'll punt. So now this 3rd quarter, back and forth. Yeah, these defenses are shutting them down. And it's what defense going to bend doesn't break is going to win this game. Turnovers. Turnovers in the 4th quarter. Whoever doesn't turn the ball over will win. So Miami punts, not a good one. Take a bounce though inside the 10, and then they'll down it at the 1, so it works out. 60-yard punt, 1st and 10, Buffalo from the 1. Up to 21-19 with 6:57 to play in the 3rd. But yeah, it's what defense is going to bet on as a break this second half. Whoever doesn't turn the ball over will win.
just say, oh, they called. Now is a try for trying to get wind up, right? Here's what's in just not going to talk.
Geico. Your claims team is here for you 24/7. I was born here, I'm from here, and I'm never leaving here. I'm in New York Hotel. Yeah, I'm tall. 563 feet and 2 inches. I'm not talking work. I'm looking for someone who likes to be in the middle of it all. But also likes peace and quiet. You hungry? I know a place. And a few others nearby. It's the city that never sleeps. But if you need the rest, I'll bet you cover.
Extra stats powered by AWS. Josh Allen on the run. 27 touchdown passes on the run since 2020, the most in the NFL. 2 of them tonight, where he's 5 of 6 for 67 yards. We've talked about it all night. There are few in the league that do it better on the run. And his touchdown passes are just throwing on the run in general. Escape in the pocket, there's Davis chase. Just flicks his wrist. That drop is exactly where it's supposed to go. Singletary on first down, trying to get out of the end zone. Throws forward for a yard, and that's a ball.
Buffalo 1st and 10 from the 1. They get a yard. So they're just trying to get some breathing room here.
Yeah, if you notice that number 8 in his jersey, John Ryan, after his fresh foot and neck injury, getting back in the attack.
They're in a similar situation against the Steelers 2 months ago. And they went deep, and Gabe Davis had a 98-yard touchdown. So what do they do here? Josh Allen looking to throw. Near side. Speaking of Gabe Davis, intended for him, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and 9. And, Buffalo just get first down, honestly. Third and 9. Josh Allen going to tuck it and run. And he gets brought down after a yard. So 4th down, and they'll punt. And this Miami defense, along with this Buffalo's defense, can play the second half. Buffalo going to have to punt. It's going to be what defense bend doesn't break, and who doesn't turn the ball over is going to win this game. I'm telling you. From midfield, 1st and 10 from Miami after the Buffalo punt. And Tua will fake the give, roll out near side, looking to throw. Deep down the middle of the field, little push off, incomplete. Yeah, they got to call it down the middle. Incomplete, 2nd down. So after the incompletion from midfield, 2nd and 10. And Tua going to get sacked back at the 42. 3rd and a mile. Third and 17 officially, they say, for the 43. Tua complete Tyreek Hill. Got a couple blockers out past midfield, but brought down. And 4th and about 10. Yeah, they'll punt. So just back and forth, punt, 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 punt. Ooh, that's either running or roughing into the punter for sure. Fair catch of the 7, but Miami might maintain possession here. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. 15 yards, automatic first down, so Miami's still going to maintain possession, 1st and 10. Yeah, he literally just drilled him, tackled him in midair. That's clearly a penalty. You can't be doing that and then expect to get away with it and then, sell and injure yourself because, both get the wind knocked out of you. And so roughing the punter. Might come back to that play. Turn the game if Miami can score here. And then end up holding on to win. Field goal gives them a 22-21 lead. Touchdown, of course, one-score game, but from the 35, 1st and 10. And they'll get back to the run game. Mostert breaks a couple tackles and gets 4, maybe 5 to the 31. 2nd and medium. Miami going to call a timeout. Got a 2nd and 6 coming up. So I'll have 2 left the rest of the way. 3-2-1 to play in this 3rd quarter, plus a full 15. Juice is loose in the stands. But 2nd down, Miami. Down 2.
The other offense, right? So Buffalo's defense is electing to pressure this Miami offense. They got a lot on the sack. They're trying to pressure really to stop the run, and it ended up helping it on a passing situation. And then we see the strategy from the defense and the offense to stop Josh Allen. Javon Holland, there from the safety position, letting style Josh Allen so he doesn't get to extend these plays when he exits the pocket. 2 different strategies that help you show the first down and one to receive.
Second and 6 after the timeout from the 31. Drive stays alive because of the penalty on the punt. And then get a run inside 25 to the 20, 1st and 10 Miami. First and 10 from the 20. Into the end zone, caught, touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Right on the money in the end zone. Touchdown Miami. 25-21. They'll kick the extra point. And extra points up and good. 26-21 with 2:30 to play in the third. Yeah, if they don't rough the punter, Buffalo has the ball. Who knows what they do? But Buffalo still hasn't done anything since halftime. So Buffalo, in the meantime, defensively has given up 2 touchdowns in the second half. And now they trail by 5, 26-21. Miami wins this game. Yeah, they'll still be a game behind the Bills, but they'll have 2 head-to-head wins. And, very well, Dolphins could still win the division with a win tonight. Buffalo wins, they clinch a playoff berth, but not the division just yet. But, 26-21 here. Buffalo's got to do something offensively. Josh Allen's going to have to make some plays. They're going to have to find a running game still. Everyone from Stephon Diggs to Gabe Davis to Isaiah McKenzie to Dawson Knox, hell, even Nicole Beasley is back. They're shooting themselves in the foot penalties for one. And they can't stop the run on defense, and they can't run on offense. Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns. He doesn't, do anything tonight. They're getting shut out. Let alone doesn't do as much. They're down by more than they are. So you got to give credit to Miami. You do. But Buffalo's going to do something here if they want to get back in this game. But there's still a lot of football left, so we'll see. Leave it at that. You know what really could screw this game up down the stretch? If the snow would finally arrive. If it would show up and actually snow in this fourth quarter. And then who knows what's going to happen after that, but it doesn't seem like it's going to. We will have a return from the goal line on this kickoff to the 28, make it the 30. Pile still pushing to the 34, 35-yard line. So good return. Be first and 10 Buffalo from there, but still got to do something here because they haven't done shit since right before halftime. Josh Allen complete. Dawson Knox having a pretty good game tonight. And be second in about 3. Bills get a first down, move sticks. Minute and a half to play in this third quarter. They trailed by 5 here, 26-21. If you're just not tuning in, thank you for tuning in and listening. But first and 10, what do they do? He's going to have to make some plays. Fake the give to James Cook. Dump off on the screen, but nobody there. So incomplete, second and 10. From the 45, second and 10, play clock at 1, they get it off. Josh Allen, deep near side, Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie's there and makes the catch. But then the ref comes in and says incomplete, but then he's going to huddle up with the other ref and we'll see what they call. Yeah. Caught it. That's a catch. If they say incomplete, if I'm Buffalo, I'm challenging that. Now, if they say catch, I wouldn't be surprised if Miami challenges. We'll see what the call on the field is. And then they'll have to find it to return it. They say incomplete. If I'm Buffalo, I'm throwing the challenge flag right there. That's a catch. And he did. That's control possession the whole way. That's a catch. If I'm Sean McDermott, the Buffalo Bills, I'm throwing the red challenge flag right now. Yep. That's a good challenge. That's a catch. They have to find an spirit of evidence to return it. I think they're going to have it. That's a catch. That's a catch. Caught it right there. Knees are down. Yeah, right hand's under the ball, but then he hits out of bounds. Ball sort of moves a little bit, but he controls it and possesses it. He still continues to fall out of bounds. If this stands as called or confirmed, incomplete on the field, there's going to be a ton of boos here from this crowd in a minute. I say they overturn it. It's a catch. So they're going to think about it. We'll see if they tell Buffalo something good. But It is, in fact, Saturday night, and we got a challenge. That's a catch. Here's the call. What do we got? After review, Stands is called. It's incomplete. So, second down, third down and 10. Third and 10, yeah. Buffalo with one challenge, rest away and 2 timeouts. Minute 6 to play in the third. They're down 5, 26-21 here to the Dolphins. Team they already lost to this year. In the heat. And now they're at home, losing to them in the cold. From the 45, third and 10. And Josh Allen looking to throw. Going to step up, heave it, and has a man and Diggs wide open, and they overthrow him. Incomplete, fourth down off the punt again. Just like that. Oh my. The Bills punt, they do cough and corner it to the 10-yard line. So Miami first and 10 from there, here about a minute or so to play in this third quarter, up 5. Think about it, they score again. Go up, 11, 12, 13 points. Buffalo still hasn't done anything since halftime. What makes you think they're doing anything in the fourth quarter? .51 seconds officially. First and 10, Miami from the 10, up 5. If I'm Miami, I'm running the ball. You're up, you're on the road, you have buffer where you want them at. They throw it. Maybe 8 yards on the reception. Alec Ingold. And then some handshakes, but nothing about it. Nothing to it. No one to shake hands back. So yeah, 2nd and 3 after the game is 7. And then Tua going to hand off. And Mostert no gain on the play. 3rd and 3. But that'll do it for the third quarter. 26-21. Miami football. Up 5 when we come back.
save time shopping and spend quality time at the same time? Lowe's actually. This holiday season, experience the magic of Winterfest.
This is your pregame headquarters for the last game of Week 15. Can Baker Mayfield do to the Packers what he just did to the Raiders? Or will Aaron Rodgers keep Green Bay's playoff hopes alive? We've got the game plan for Monday, Sunday.
The world's biggest sporting event is happening smack dab in the middle of the holidays.
BYU wins the New Mexico Bowl, defeating SMU officially 24-23. So the lone game that's still on there now is at halftime. Frisco Bowl with North Texas and Boise State.
All the action with daily recaps on demand and so much more. The FIFA World Cup and Fox app as well.
And the World Cup app on Dish.
There's no better way to celebrate the holidays.
Fourth quarter to begin right now as Miami breaks the huddle. Up 5, 3rd and 3. Big third down here for Buffalo. Tua looking to throw near side. It's almost picked off, and it probably would have been a pick 6. It's incomplete. 4th down. They'll punt. Buffalo getting the ball back. So we'll see if, Josh Allen can work some of his late magic. He, somehow puts together late in games every once in a while, leads his team from come from behind win. And so one of those stay, one not two. Just don't rough the punter like you did last time. That's when he gave up a touchdown. Yeah, they back off for sure on that. And then it takes a bounce to about midfield. Be 1st and 10 Buffalo from there. 26-21 here still. 14:47 to play. 1st and 10 Bills. This game might come down to a field goal.
Did you say any team? So now I got the underdog out. Team underdog, where you at?
Yeah, this game might come down to a field goal the more I think about it. We'll see.
It's amazing to see how far things have come. That goes from my football career and my relationship with Oshai Children's Hospital. And when I meet someone like Abby, there's one you were trying. That's the one right there? Yeah. I remember after this game. We were music. And why I advocate for those kids. Their fight is something to root for.
No one wanted to cook. Alone KFC was all it took. All that magical bite, it's second to none. With chicken and sides and sausage for fun. Kentucky Fried Options, too many to run. If we're listed in all, we can wait.
The holidays were for Romeo and Juliet. Thankfully, Benson had just the gift to bring the families together.
This is Fast Twitch, a new age of joyful kick free. 200 milligrams of caffeine, natural health, and zero sugar.
First and 10, Buffalo, Josh Allen. Gets strip sacked, and Miami has it. Wow. Wow. He's got to be more aware. Like, how do you let that happen? Just a good defensive play. And nobody was open anyway. So I don't know why he's pump faking. I don't know why he's not holding on to it. Now that turnover, as mentioned, bend but don't break on defense. But whoever doesn't turn the ball over should win this game. Buffalo just turned it over there. Can Miami capitalize? Can Miami capitalize off the turnover and find a way to win this game? Mostert down the far sideline, first down. First and 10 from the 36. And a run up the middle. Be second and about 4. Third and 1 for Miami here. Big third down again. And now guess what's starting to fall from the sky? Some snow. It ain't gonna stick though, so it shouldn't matter. But third and 1. Get it off, just barely. Tua looking to throw, complete, and they'll lose a yard. And Miami's going to have to kick a field goal. Be about a 49, 50-yard field goal. They say 47, so they obviously gave him forward progress. Okay, 47-yard field goal. Kicks up. Kick is good. So 29-21 with 11:56 to play. So they get 3 points off the turnover. Buffalo still hasn't done jack shit since halftime, so we'll see if they can score and, go for 2 and tie this game up or not. And then we'll go from there.
Please not talk about Sirius XM for 1 minute. So, did everyone get my invite to game night? We were just talking about that.
It's on the app. You want to know?
That's really funny, Two Chains. Thank you.
It's amazing the truth. So let's raise a glass for the one who can do it. Numbers are everything. And they know so
50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. NFL Network is celebrating on Christmas Eve. Raiders, Steelers, live in prime time. Christmas Eve, only on NFL Network.
Baby, back to the West Coast. Here, those pictures that you asked for your school project. First day of school, cute as a button. Oh, here's Grandma Florence after that black California. Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe. And that's the best way to protect that legacy.
Those bees were right.
And you know what? We should make emergency communication. That way we're ready to share. I've drawn up emergency keys for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something local I can send you.
Protect your legacy. Plan for natural disasters today. Visit ready.gov/plan.
Touchback on the kick. 1st and 10, Buffalo from the 25. Down 8, 29-21. And as mentioned, here comes the snow a little bit. Yep. Fumble on a quarterback draw by Josh Allen, and luckily they recover. Allen going to hand off to Cook, and Cook first down run. And to the 44-yard line he goes. First down, Buffalo. So 1st and 10, they mark him down to 43 officially. Allen, quarterback draw. Josh Allen up the middle, first down. Josh Allen inside the 40, 35, 30, inside the 20, 15, down to the 10. And then he fumbled out of bounds, but he was out already. First down, and should be goal to go for the Bills. They score, they needed 2 to tie it up at 29, though. Josh Allen putting the team on his back. They'll say 1st and 10 to the 13. So 8 shots punched in here. Now we got a whistle. Are they reviewing it? Oh, a defensive player, in quotes, faking an injury potentially. Trying to stall him. Yeah, it's starting to snow now. The question is it going to start to stick or not? First and 10 Buffalo after the Josh Allen run down to the 13-yard line. First and 10 Bills. And then Josh Allen going to roll out near side, tuck it and run again. Inside the 10 he goes. And then they're going to want a late hit out of bounds on that. But no penalty. Oh, then some pushing and shoving. Getting chippy. No flags thrown just yet. Still no flags thrown. You think this crowd ain't going to throw snowballs at that? You're wrong. They still haven't started to throw them yet, but... yeah, getting chippy. Well, there's a flag on the field for all of that. We'll see if it's for the late hit or after the play. He sold it, quite well at the end, no doubt about it. But he was clearly out of bounds when they pushed him. So that's a late hit. Personal foul. Yeah. Half the distance, automatic first down. So even with all the pushing and shoving, only one 15-yard penalty, which is half the distance. First down, Buffalo. First and goal from the 4. Josh Allen looking to throw. Into the end zone. Diggs incomplete. From the 4, second and goal after the incompletion. And they'll run it. Josh Allen going to keep it for himself, spin, and then lose a yard. So third and goal at the 5. Allen, third and goal in the end zone. Caught touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox. They got to go for 2 to tie this up, though. Snow continues to fall. Got an illegal substitution on the Dolphin defense. Be half the distance. Yeah. And Buffalo still going to go for 2 to tie this game up. From the 1, now going for 2. To tie this game up at 29 with 9 minutes to play. Empty set, 68's eligible, quarterback draw, and he dives. Ball pops out. He didn't get it, no. Ball still loose. Ball still on being kicked around out to the 25-yard line, and then somebody finally recovers it. Buffalo, yeah, just trying to do too much again. There's Josh Allen for you. Dives over the damn goal line and fumbles, and then doesn't even, fight for it. Just stands there and lets everybody else do it. He's good, but he's in situations like this, not good. End of story. So 2 points, no good. 29-27. Miami getting the ball back. I still think this game is going to come down to a field goal. We'll see. And then a booth review. After review, tries good. We're tied at 29. So he was in rather than the fumble. And 9 minutes to play, tied at 29, and the snow has finally shown up. And there's a few people that just shot their eye out. See a replay here. And that's close. They looked at it, though, and they overturned it, so the try is good. It's 29 all. 29-29. And Buffalo has momentum. And they're chanting the hey, let's go Buffalo chant. This is really coming down now. It's starting to stick too, so we'll see how much the weather plays a factor. So they'll bring out a holder for the kickoff. The ball fell off the tee. How much snow is going to fall in this final 10 minutes is the question. Buffalo kicks off. Miami back deep to receive, and we'll have a touchback. 1st and 10, Finch from the 25. Yeah, this game goes to overtime. It's really going to be snowing. Still got 9 minutes to play. 29 all. And snow's starting to fall finally. Just think if this game would be snowing the whole game as it was supposed to. Not wait till the final 10 minutes. And then Tua fakes the give, rolls out far side, and completed 38. Tyreek Hill. 1st down, Miami, and then he slides on the snow after he makes the catch, and 1st down, Miami. Yeah, that's the thing with this weather. How's Tua now going to operate? If I'm Miami, I have a running game. Run the damn ball. Buffalo can't stop you. 1st and 10 from the 38. Tua looking to throw again. And then intended and caught at the 40. Wow, what a catch. Cedric Wilson. So now Tua's putting the team on his back. 1st down, Miami. First and 10 from the 41. Tua hands off. And a yard. Raheem Mostert. 2nd and 9. 7.5 to play. That's what Miami worked the clock. Don't give them a chance. And if it comes down to a field goal, kick it. And just make a stop on defense. Make sure they don't have any time left. But then a touchdown for them wins it, you know? Second and 9 for the 40. Tua, complete, but a loss of about 4, maybe 5 near side. They're fighting over the ball, but it'll be 3rd and long. So 3rd and 12. And Tua's pass incomplete. 10 for Waddle, no penalty. 6:04 to play. They'll punt. Buffalo getting the ball back. Still tied at 29 here. 2 timeouts and 2-minute warning. And then we'll see if Buffalo can work some clock and finally find a running game themselves. Now there's a late penalty on the play. We'll see what this is. And penalties decline, whatever it was. And that's what I think this game's coming down to a field goal. And the snow's, just starting to pile up now at this point. They got 6.5 feet a month ago. They've gotten 1.5 feet the past couple of days, and then Buffalo fair catches it at the 5-yard line. That was close. Yeah, I can't even see the ball. Hit him right in the face mask and fell back, and luckily held on to it. But 1st and 10 Buffalo from about the 6-yard line. .556 to play. 29-29. Both teams with 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning to come, but the snow is really coming down. And Josh Allen will hand off. Far side, it's caught. The 20, who is that? Gabe Davis, 1st down Buffalo. If I'm the Bills, I want to work clock. I want to drain this clock to 0 and kick game-winning field goal and score a game-winning touchdown if I can. I want to make sure they don't get the ball back. Or if they do, you make a defense stop and that's it. First and 10 from the 20. Josh Allen going to get sacked, but there's a penalty from behind, probably a hold anyway. So they might decline the penalty because he was sacked for a good amount. Holding, yeah. Penalties decline with the sack. It'll be 2nd down long. So 2nd and 17 from the 13-yard line. Josh Allen. Pump fakes. And complete near side, about the 30. Be 3rd and short. Gabe Davis again. Been a long game. As was the first game with Indy and Minnesota. Gives a little over 4 hours. 3rd and 3, they convert, 1st down Buffalo. We're right now at about the 3.5 hour mark. With a halftime, of course. Still 4.5 to play, 29-29. Yeah. This game for sure would not be 29-29 if it snowed like this all game. That's what I said earlier, though. You want to, get yourself to a point, a good position. Okay, you can stop them then on defense once the snow starts. Well, it didn't start till the 4th quarter, and then it was tied at 29. So, what gives now? Yeah, it's really sticking. People are slipping and sliding all around now, too. 2nd and 9 from the 35, I think that yard line is. Can't even hardly see the yard lines now. To the 40, 42. Be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. There's 2 all warmed up, bundled up on the sideline with his coat, trying to stay warm. Third and 3 officially. 3:03 to play. 29 all. Josh Allen complete. Isaiah McKenzie, 1st down Buffalo. I guess what I said. They're right around midfield right now. You want to work as much clock as possibly can. They're almost on a 4-minute drive. And they still got 2 timeouts and 2-minute warning. Field goal wins it. Touchdown wins it. I don't know if you'd really honestly want to be kicking a game-winning field goal, though, on this. You don't want to try to score, but you still want to try to work as much clock as you possibly can. But that's why I said I think this game's coming down to a field goal. Said that what, the end of the third, early fourth quarter sometime. Here we are, potentially, 1st and 10. Handoff, Devin Singletary. And another 6, 7, 8 yard run for him. And that should take us to 2-minute warning unless Miami calls a timeout. Because Buffalo doesn't need to snap if they don't want to. 2nd and 3. Yeah, they don't snap it. 2 minutes to play. 29-29. 2nd and 3 Buffalo from the 46-yard line. I'd want to try to get as close as I possibly can for a field goal. I don't want to be kicking a long field goal in the snow. No doubt about it. If you can score a touchdown, even better. But if you do give them the ball back, make sure there's little no time left. So, yeah, the snow's really coming down. Shit. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. 2nd and 3. The fire's on. Yeah, why wouldn't the crowd be singing along to this? Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And with 2 minutes to play, there's Santa. Yeah, let it snow. As I said at the start. And here we come full circle at the end. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So we'll see if Ben Crosby can get Buffalo a win here tonight with the game-winning field goal on touchdown. 29-29, snow falling, 2 minutes to play. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Buffalo, yeah, with a win, they clinch a playoff spot. The Dolphins, with a win, they'd still be a game back, but then they have 2 head-to-head wins over the Bills. They could very well still win the division themselves. So 2nd and 3 here from the 46. Out of the 2-minute break. Who's it going to be? Josh Allen hands off. 1st down. Run inside the 40. Devin Singletary. Yeah, keep running the damn ball. Buffalo's running game finally coming alive here in this 4th quarter because of the snow. When Miami had a big running game early and then sort of got away from it felt like. Tua was making plays there, scoring touchdowns, yes, but they weren't controlling the clock as much as they were early. And then Buffalo still hasn't really done shit since halftime until that touchdown and the 2-point. And now with a minute and a half to play, another 1st down run for about 4. Miami's going to have to start calling their timeouts here before too long, you'd think. Probably after this 2nd down and probably after 3rd down. And then you drain the clock. Miami, if you force Buffalo to a field goal, might get the ball back with, say, 20 seconds or so, give or take. But as I said, I feel like this game's coming down to a potential game-winning field goal. And voila, here we are. Oh, my. Yeah, he had Diggs over the middle, incomplete. 3rd and 6, so you just gave Miami a timeout back. If you would have ran it, could stop the clock too with 50 seconds, but you just stop the clock yourself with a throw. Yeah, I got tipped, exactly, yeah. They were ready for it, but they weren't ready for it. Probably a good play call to throw it, catch them off guard. But 50 seconds to play, 3rd and 6, snow's all over the place now at this point. Still 29-all. Next score honestly wins this game. We might get overtime for all we know, though, too. Allen. Far side, incomplete. Near side, intended for Isaiah McKenzie. There's a flag on the play. And they're going to get a defensive hold, defensive pass interference on the Dolphin defense. See if it's a spot foul. Or at least 15 yards, automatic first down. That's what, if he misses a field goal, though, Miami will have a chance. They say pass interference on the Dolphin defense. Spot foul, first down. But if they miss a field goal and there's no time left, we go to overtime. Makes it they win because Miami ain't going to do anything. Need a fucking miracle in this. Yeah, good call. 68's eligible. He's been eligible all night. They're going to run the ball. Devin Singletary for a rushing touchdown here potentially to seal it for sure, and then let them throw all the snowballs they want from about 13 yards out for 6. Handoff. Singletary, hold on to it. Don't fumble, whatever you do. Be a gain of a couple. Looks like second down. Timeout Miami with 39 seconds. So they'll call another after this second down, but then Buffalo could drain the clock and kick a field goal. So, you probably run it once more, but then you line it up for your kicker and Tyler Bass, call a timeout yourself. They're not going to be able to ice you unless they don't call a third and final timeout. Until they ice you, you kick game-winning field goal, and that's it, if you make it. If you miss, we go to overtime. We'll see what happens here. Put a timeout on the field. 29 all with the snow finally coming down. This game, for sure, I guarantee, would not be 29-29 if it had been snowing from start to finish. It's 29-29 early fourth quarter when it started to snow. And it's been snowing ever since. Nobody's done anything. So, yeah, Buffalo's taking control of this fourth quarter with the weather by running the football when they need to. 2nd and 8. I'm Buffalo. Whatever you do not turn it over. Diggs in motion. Josh Allen going to hand off. Singletary again, up the middle. And then he'll fall down at the first down marker. Yeah, I think he rather than scoring, giving them time and a timeout, try to do something themselves. We'll see what they mark it as, if it's first down or third and short. Right inside the 5, though, but Miami calls their third and final timeout. So now, Buffalo could honestly punch it in if they'd want, let alone 30-odd seconds. They'd reset the game clock too. 30, it's at 29 right now. Dolphins call their third and final timeout. 34 seconds, actually. 34 seconds, 3rd and 1. Dolphins have no timeouts. Haven't had the ball since they gave it back to Buffalo with about 6 minutes to play. And the Bills since then have gone on this drive in the snow and are looking to win it, tied at 29 here, potentially with a game-winning touchdown. Do you run it in just to play it safe and then play defense? Or do you settle for 3, which that should win it for you, drain the clock? But if you miss the field goal, then you go to overtime, you lose that way, we come back to this. You don't want to not score if you can score. They might just give it to you, though, too, for all we know. Big play here. 3rd and 1, they say. 34 seconds. And Josh Allen will just take a knee right in the center of the field, back about the 8-yard line. So now they can drain this clock to 3 seconds, call one of their final 2 timeouts. And as mentioned, the start of the fourth quarter, I thought this game was coming down to a field goal, and Tyler Bass is going to come on for a game-winning field goal to potentially win it 32-29 in the snow now. They're going to clear him a spot off, which, you can't really do, but they're letting him get away with it. 2 seconds, timeout. So they're clearing him a spot. And And if he, of course, misses, we go to overtime. They block it, return it, score, they win it that way, block it, nothing, go to overtime. Makes it, they win, misses, we go to OT. Bills call, I think, another timeout to make sure they have enough time to clear a spot off for him there. To kick a chip shot, 25, 26-yard potential game-winning field goal here in the snow. 25-yard field goal officially for the win in the snow to give the Bills a playoff berth. Snap, hold, kicks good, Bills win. Bills beat the Dolphins 32-29 in the snow on a game-winning field goal. So, what a game. What a fourth quarter. I mean, once the snow hit, as everybody's doing snow angels now, Buffalo controlled the clock the last 6 minutes by running the football, something they couldn't do early in the game. They sort of did what Miami was able to do early, and that was run the ball and control the clock, as there's post-game handshakes now with both head coaches and Sean McDermott and Mike McDaniel, along with Josh Allen and Tua. So they split the regular season series at one game apiece. Miami won at home in the heat. Buffalo wins at home in the cold, snowy fourth quarter on a game-winning field goal. One-score game, I might add. And Miami's lost 3 straight, all on the road. They'll return home on Christmas against the Packers, who play the Rams on Monday night. So then they'll be on a short week next Sunday. Bills clinch a playoff berth. The AFC East is theirs to lose at this point. They got a few-game lead now. Make it 3 officially, with splitting against the Dolphins, but a 3-game lead with 3 games to play in the division against the team they just beat on a game-winning field with 32-29. Tua are going to finish 17-30, 234, and 2 touchdowns. Raheem Mostert had 101 yards rushing in the first quarter, finished 17 carries, 136 yards rushing for the game. Jalen Waddle, 3 catches, $114 and a touchdown, but after that touchdown catch, nothing. Tyreek Hill making some noise, 9 catches, 69 yards receiving and a touchdown as well. Cedric Wilson, 1 of 29. Raheem Mostert to catch for 20. Josh Allen, 25 of 40, 304 yards passing, and 4 touchdowns. And then he also led the team in rushing with 10 carries, 77 yards. Singletary, 13 of 42. James Cook, 5 of 34. And then Dawson Knox, 6 catches, 98 yards receiving. Diggs, 5 of 60. Gabe Davis, 4 catches, 56 yards. Singletary, 328. McKenzie, 2 of 24. And then Quentin Morris, Nyheim Hines, James Cook, and Dawson Knox had 4 touchdown catches from Buffalo, as they also went for 2 and got it. And then, of course, game-winning field goal. I mean, even a game-winning field goal would have won it for them there if they wouldn't have made the 2-point, because they were down, remember, 29-27. They said no good. They looked at it, overturned it, tied it at 29. They still went on a game-winning field goal. So the Bills 30, let alone 32-29 win, going back to that 2-point attempt. Early in the game, as I'll give a recap now, Miami was able to run the football. Tua made some plays as well in the second half with a couple passing touchdowns as they trailed by 8 at halftime, 21-13, but then led 26-21, let alone 29-21. Bills scored, tied it, game-winning field goal wins it, but they were able to run the ball early, sort of got away from it. It felt like they controlled the clock for a good portion in the first half, but then got away from doing that as well. Whereas, as Josh Allen will join the post-game crew as well. Snow still falling, of course. Bills clinch playoff berth for the 4th straight year. He has his own cereal in Buffalo, I guess. But fourth game-winning drive this year for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And a game-winning field goal. Ever since Sean McDermott took over, they've been a totally different team. Buffalo's circled the wagons. From the Four Falls of Buffalo in the 90s to being one of the worst teams in the league to now being one of the best teams in the league. They found a way to win tonight. But as Miami was able to run the ball early, they got away from it late, it felt like. Josh Allen made plays, put the team on his back, 4 passing touchdowns, successful 2-point attempt, game-winning field goal. They were able to run the ball late in the game when they needed to. And they drove downfield, officially on a 15-play, 86-yard, 6-minute drive for a game-winning field goal to win at 32-29. That's, unheard of nowadays, but good teams find ways to win. Buffalo had more first downs, more plays, more yardage, in both passing or just in passing. Miami had him by about 30, 40 yards in rushing. 15 total penalties, which is just ridiculous. Thought the turnover was going to come back to bite them, but it didn't. And then the time possession, the difference there was 14 seconds. 37 to 29-53. And it came down to a game-winning field goal. And the Bills win it 32-29, and they're still the number 1 overall seed in the AFC playoffs. Everybody's got 3 games left. Following this week, of course, still got games tomorrow in about 13 hours or so. And then on Monday night, but then, Christmas weekend next week, and then in New Year's and then week 18. But we'll have Buffalo in the playoffs, Miami, even with Baltimore losing earlier today too. Miami falls to the 6th seed, Baltimore is the 5. We'll get more into all the standings and all that later on, but yeah. Bills find a way to win, game-winning field goal in the snow. 32-29 your final score. So that'll do it for myself, your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen, Luke 96. Thanks for tuning in and listening. I'll see everybody on tomorrow. More NFL live watch along reactions over on YouTube at 1 o'clock with the Steelers and Panthers. So I'll see everybody then. And then on Monday night, for Monday Night Football, Monday Night Raw, with the Rams and Packers, and of course into next weekend as well. But hopefully everyone has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if you don't tune back in from now until then, but hopefully you will. But in the meantime, Bills win a game-winning field goal, officially your final score. 32-29 is Josh Allen is signing his own cereal boxes and now giving them away to fans in the crowd as the snow is continuing to fall. And his bazooka of an arm from Emrob threw for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. And so that's a 2-point game-winning field goal, 32-29 your final score. Bills beat the Dolphins.